All right. What's up, everybody? It is the Best Spot Kid Smooth. I am your host of Planet Xbox episode 25. And according to Chris, this is the best Xbox podcast on YouTube. No cap.
Facts.
Yeah. So, first things first, I just want to apologize to you guys. We missed a week. We did not. Episode 25 was supposed to take place last week, but you guys know I was upgrading my computer and that kind of went wrong. So it kind of delayed the podcast. But we're all set now. We're back. We're well. I also want to give a shout out to everyone who subscribed over the last 2 weeks, because also last week we hit 10K subscribers. So that's also awesome, dope. I'm happy. It's been a long ass journey to 10,000, but happy to get there. How's everybody doing? Let's start off with some intros, man. We can start off with a Black Bond. I mean, I know you had coming off a busy week.
Yeah, it's been a very entertaining week. Like, I've just been relaxing by the pool, having some drinks, enjoying the chaos. Just having a nice, peaceful, quiet life. I enjoy the peace without chaos. Well, other people's chaos I find entertaining.
I'm sure you do. There was a lot of chaos.
I don't believe that you don't enjoy chaos.
Not for my own life, no.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I said I enjoy other people's chaos, but for me, I like the peace without chaos.
And Nick Banks, man, how are you doing today?
Oh man, I'm wonderful, man. Shout out to my man Corey. He couldn't be here today, but and the release of Battletoads was it was I didn't expect it to be good, so I've been playing that.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah. So let's talk about these topics.
All right, Chris Righteous.
What's going on, everybody? It's been an interesting week. A lot of things been going on. First, I want to give a shout out to my guy, Kuroi Koi. He couldn't be with us here. He got some stuff he has to take care of. But I hope he's doing well. You know what I mean? That he's genuinely a good guy. Shout out to Lord Cognito for being on Podcast Unlock. I actually watched it. Well, I watched most of it, and I thought it was real dope. I thought that was a real dope episode, man.
Shout out
to
he was on there?
Yeah, this morning.
Yeah, shout out to Iron Lords. Iron Lords, actually, I think their website got on Open Credit, right?
Oh,
right?
Did they?
Right, Smooth?
I didn't check, but I know they've been working on Metacritic. But if they're on Open Credit, that's dope. Nice shout out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I hope everybody's doing well. I just want to address something real quick. Yesterday, I had made a joke. Well, first of all, Jay Barry, y'all know Jay Barry, right? You know what I mean? You're a PlayStation guy. That's my guy.
Yeah.
He made a tweet about he was watching an Xbox podcast, and I guess it was We Bleed Green. About how they were talking about PlayStation for like 30 minutes, right, in their Xbox or whatever. So him and Griggity started going back and forth or whatever. So I quote tweeted Griggity and I made a joke. I was like, "Yo, if y'all want a real authentic Xbox podcast, tune into Planet Xbox." You know what I mean? And all other Xbox podcasts are trash compared to Planet Xbox, right? Now, y'all know me. Y'all know I like to joke around and stuff like that. But some people actually thought I was trying to put Smooth and Griggity or Smooth and other, Xbox, other members of the Xbox community who has podcasts, we're trying to make them beef or put them against each other. No, that's just something that I was saying. And plus, to me, saying this is an authentic Xbox podcast coming from me, a pony of the podcast, like, people should already know that that's a joke from the beginning. But nah, it was just a joke and whatever. So I ain't trying to start no beef between podcasts, even though I do think that Planet Xbox is the best podcast and we better than every other Xbox podcast there is. That's how I feel. All right, Planet Xbox versus everybody. And if anybody got a problem with that, don't come at me. Don't come at Smooth.
How about any podcast? That way you'll go against your PlayStation brethren.
Some people were complaining. They were like, "Oh, I don't watch because of you," and it turned it, and Jay and Bond, it turned into an Xbox slander podcast. It's like, bro, it's like, yes, this is Planet Xbox, right? And Smooth asked me to come on as a PlayStation guy to get another perspective of me as a pony viewing things how Microsoft is doing, or viewing how, you know, what Xbox is doing, and me viewing that from my perspective. He even got Black Bond, who slanders Xbox way more than I do.
Okay, so
Way
now you're lying.
way more than I do. You go
Right.
hold on. Okay,
Well, hold
you might
up.
not
Well,
call-
hold on.
hold on.
Griggity
Bond, you
is
go on Xbox.
he
Go ahead.
he
Go ahead.
cool peoples though. No, I was just saying like we.
Nah, he cool.
Know what
I told
we
him.
be
I told him.
gaming it.
I told him it was a joke. I don't know if he thought I was serious about it or whatever, but I told him it was all good. You know what I mean? It's just a joke. It's just me. You know, it's just like a sports team. You ride for your sports team. You know what I mean?
knew
I'm
you was
biased
joking.
because I'm on the podcast. You ride for your sports team. You be like, yo, the Patriots or the Lakers or whatever is better than all other, you know, teams or whatever. So,
I get it. I mean, Griggity should know. I mean, there's nothing that's gonna. I got nothing against any other podcast from any platform. You know what I mean? Obviously, the goal is, even while I big ups there, I have a lot of favorite podcasts. A lot of podcasts that I love much as podcasts. I'm typically not on or not a part of. But obviously, when you're a host or you got a platform, the goal is to be the best of all. You wish everybody well, you wish everybody success, but you want to be the de facto. So I'm not going to sit there and slander nobody, but at the end of the day, I mean, I'm not going. I hope nobody take it sideways. If I say, hey, I got the best podcast on it, like I'll say what's my favorite podcast. I post like every 6 months my favorite podcast of that point in time on like Twitter and stuff like that. But in my head, I do believe I have the best podcast out, and I could quit tomorrow and start a new podcast next year and still feel the same way. So it is what it is. But shout out to Dirk Griggity and the We Bleed Green crew and everyone just really also repping Xbox. But before I continue on around, I want to make sure we get all the intros out the way. So next up,
shout out to Griggity. Shout out to Dirk Griggity.
The slander thing. I don't slander. Okay, we'll put is Lizzo fat?
Yeah, I know what you're going with this, Bob. You just telling the truth.
Exactly. I'm not slandering Xbox.
People view that slander. People view that slander.
It's still subjective though. But go ahead.
Lizzo being fat is not subjective, sir.
No, not that. I'm talking about when you comparing. Like some kids think Xbox is
kids don't know. What is it?
Oh man, Lord! All right,
go ahead.
Dopest J.
Oh, what's up, guys? Dopest J. Got a lot of interesting topics to bring up today. I've been very busy with a lot of different things, but still managed to keep up with the news and see what's been going on in the gaming world and just in the world in general. So, I might do a Halo stream after this as well. So if anybody wants to see me play Halo or anybody's down to play Halo with me, I'm down. So, you guys can tune into that. Other than that, I do not slander Xbox. I just give my honest opinions based on the news that are out there. If you guys don't like it, too fucking bad. I don't care, honestly. But
we know you're a PC guy. He a PC guy.
Just because I play PC doesn't mean I'm solely on PC though. Like I have a lot of different platforms. I know people don't like hearing that. Like, oh, just because you own all the platforms doesn't mean you don't have your preferences.
That's not why I'm saying
I do. Yeah, like yes, I do have my preferences on terms of like where I play at and certain games I want to play. But overall, I give my honest opinions on whatever is out there. That's it. Like. If there's anything from Sony coming out that I don't like, I'm going to say it. Same thing with Nintendo, same thing with Xbox. So, I don't know. People just don't like the truth. They want me to chill. I'm not going to chill out for Xbox.
All right.
You on Planet Xbox, dog. We going.
Well, listen. I'm definitely going to be. I'm definitely going to be telling the news about Xbox as I can tell it, but I don't shit on Xbox. If that's what people think. Like I don't shit on them.
Nobody said that. You good?
I do.
All right. Damon is our guest today. Please introduce yourself. Where can we find you? And yeah, just are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. What's up, Damon? We can hear you.
All right, I'm good. Well, first I'd like to say thanks for having me on. It was a bit funny how it happened. We had to be on Twitter defending Xbox, of course. And that's how it started, this whole thing. It's kind of funny, but we'll get into that in a little bit. Actually, I've been part of a small podcast, we still trying to get up and going, called The Fan Zone. I don't know if you guys heard of Torrance David.
I have.
He had the War Zone. So we kind of break off of that. It's called The Fan Zone. like I say, we getting it going. We don't have a regular set time, so it's still kind of sporadic, even though we've been around a while. I as well own all the consoles. I don't play on PC at all. I don't touch PC. But I do prefer Xbox. It's my preferred platform. That's the ecosystem I'm into. PlayStation, I just get for the exclusives. Right now, I'm kind of leaving Nintendo on the wayside because they just pissing. But that's it. I'm actually from the Caribbean. I don't know if you guys have heard of the Virgin Islands. But,
I'm sorry, where?
yeah, but the British.
Hold on, rewind. What island of the Virgin Islands?
Hold up.
Yep,
Hello?
the Virgin Islands.
What island specifically?
Yep.
Hello?
Can you hear? Can you hear? Right?
Yeah, you can't hear me?
I can
Yeah, we
hear
can hear you. He
What
said-
island specifically?
That's island internet, man. That's island internet.
Island Infinite.
Comes, it goes.
Okay.
No,
Hold
he's
on.
actually
I'm
one-
confused. Are you from
Like everything
St.
else.
John, St. Croix, or St. Thomas?
None of the above.
So
Huh?
how are you from the
Oh.
U.S. Virgin Islands then?
All right, so I guess I'm gonna give you a quick 30-second history lesson. Those
Oh,
are not
God.
Virgin Islands. Those are the Danish West Indies that were bought
Oh,
by the
you getting
US.
technical with
I
us.
understand, but you're Anglo-Saxon. You're saying you're from the U.S. Virgin Islands, so the world should know those three islands.
No, what happened is because the Virgin Islands title is so popular, they decide to name themselves the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Correct.
Well,
So,
where the
fam, where you
original
from?
So are you
Virgin
from the
Islands-
U.S. Virgin Island? Like why?
Wait.
Oh,
No. I'm from the British.
Okay, that's all I need to
The
hear
ones that
then.
still own. All right, the ones that still owned by the Queen.
Oh, okay.
My dad is from St.
But
Thomas.
but
Not for Puerto Rico.
oh, what? Okay,
I said,
that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's why I was
Nah,
asking.
we
say Caribbean.
Us and people in St. Thomas is basically family.
Pretty much.
So you never know. Never know. You might be surprised. But no, I'm from a little island they call Tortola.
Okay, I know that's it.
So yeah, it's just a boat. A half an hour sail across, and we in the U.S.
Oh wow.
But we do everything U.S. We use U.S. currency, U.S. television, U.S. electronics, U.S.
Yeah.
everything.
Oh, yeah, just like Puerto Rico. The same thing.
U.S. baby, we taking
Puerto
over.
Rico is U.S. Puerto Rico is
Yeah,
US.
yeah.
I don't know
But
why.
I'm saying
Why you guys
it
keep
is-
trying to disown Puerto Rico? Your president trying to sell Puerto Rico. What's wrong?
Yeah, I don't know.
Nothing's
It's a whole
wrong
mess
with
over
Puerto
there,
Rico.
bro. It's always been a mess
Yeah.
over there regarding the
No,
politics.
actually, it hasn't always been a mess. To be honest, the U.S. Sorry to say, Bill Clinton killed Puerto Rico
The U.S.
When
makes a
he-
mess.
when because what happened? Puerto Rico's number one export was steel, and when the U.S. decided to get into the steel business, how can Puerto Rico compete? Kill the economy. Once the economy is dead, crime goes up, and we know
Yep.
the rest. But
And
this is a
look
Xbox
what's
podcast,
happening in
not
America right now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But, let's
All
go.
right, let's get it started. First, want to give a shout out to Gaming Forte with the $2 super chat. He says, just showing love. Have a great show. And then Dirk Griggity with the $5 super chat. He said, what up, fellas? No hard feelings, brothers. Shout out to Chris. What up, Smooth, Nick, and Koi, and the rest of the panel. Shout out to Koi. Just want to just let you know we got your back. And we're looking forward to your return. And also, shout out to, Lord Cognito, Iron Lords Podcast, Neil GameSpark, BG. Everybody's making major moves. BG was on like a GameSpot panel today. You had Lord
Shout out to Weapon
Cognito
Wheel.
on Podcast Unlocked this week, Podcast Unlocked, and then we had Neil GameSpark. Also, shout out to him who was also on Podcast Unlocked. So just a lot of prominent dudes in the gaming community.
Podcast
Yeah,
Unlocked is
that shit was alright.
Wait, but
Yeah.
Kid Smooth, can I just say one more thing though?
What's up?
Because I actually became a fan of Kid Smooth when him and Hip Hop had they had that big argument during E3.
Oh, yeah, I
years
remember
ago.
that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right. but the thing that really made me love Kid Smooth was the hot chip challenge.
Oh my
Swear to
God, dog.
the hot chip challenge. I swear, if I ever need a laugh, I could just watch that video.
Or you could just watch him play a PlayStation game. If you ever need a laugh, just watch him stream a PlayStation game on the hardest difficulty.
Oh no, Nah. How that
Sekiro
look was coming out
I ain't
his
gonna lie.
nose. I
Sekiro.
swear they had to call the paramedics for Kid Smooth. Nah, I
Yeah,
saw the
for
whole
real.
Last
Like,
of Us-
yo,
I saw the
Kid
whole
Smooth was
Last
about
of
to
Us
die,
shit.
bro. Like,
That was an unhealthy
Yo, that-
challenge. Like, and
Yeah,
I should have gotten paid more for that stupid ass chip challenge. Honestly,
yo, you
Yeah,
was
you
about
should've.
to really pass out and go. Like, they,
Bro, you almost.
yo, but
I
your
swear
wife,
ass was
yo,
on
your
fire.
wife
You
was
couldn't
too
even
funny.
sit.
Yeah.
Your
Well,
wife
not to
was
get
too
off
funny.
topic, I want to say that, I think Podcast Unlocked is probably the best podcast IGN has.
Yeah,
it is. Yes,
I mean-
like Podcast Beyond sucks.
Yeah, I don't really like
I
Podcast
don't even
Beyond.
know
I
what
don't
that
really.
is.
It's their PlayStation counter to
It's the
unlock.
IGN PlayStation. Oh, it used
Wait,
to
do
be.
they still even do Podcast Beyond?
Yeah, it used to be Greg Miller who used to do it, and that's when it was really, really
Right,
good.
I know
When
Greg
Greg Miller left, and then they got a couple of these weirdos and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that. You know what I mean?
Listen, a podcast is all about personality.
Yeah.
If you don't relate to the personalities and connect with them,
Yeah.
it's not gonna work. Like even with the Iron Lords, I love the Iron Lords. I listen to it every Sunday.
Yeah, awesome
But
podcast.
When you got personalities like Cognito and the King,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? Then you got what's the Lord Attic. Those guys, they have the right personality. You know what I'm saying? It's about personality. And
Personality
then
and chemistry.
Look at Next Gen. Z. I don't even call Z a podcast anymore. I basically tell him, dude, you need to go produce comedies because you're a funny dude.
Yeah, he
People
funny.
take him
as shit.
serious. I tell them, I say, don't
Yeah.
take Z serious. Z's producing a show for whatever he can get out of it.
Yeah.
And you don't take him serious.
Zaire has content for days. He doesn't run out of
Oh,
material. Like I couldn't do that. I'm sorry. I'm not that dedicated. Like this dude has like something going on. Like there's a lot of like interesting dudes here on YouTube, and it's
Yeah, your boy, what's the name, right?
who
Heartache?
Heartache.
Yeah, he like one of the same type
If
of
Heartache,
he just funny.
he's
Hey, what's that Calape's video, Bon?
He ain't on that level.
Heartache
That
is a
nigga
funny.
funny
He's
as
a
shit,
funny
bro.
dude, and he could, if he wanted to, could
Heartache
put
is
out
funny.
content for days. He's naturally funny dude. I mean, but.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's what he is depends on what he does with it. Everybody does, stuff differently. So that's why I appreciate it. And then being able to survive and stand out among such a diverse, crowded, platform where just a bunch of individuals that, have different personalities. Some people are very talented. You look at, people like Colt and Diller with their production values. You got Rand and his likability.
Oh, you gotta throw BG in
You
there
got
too, though, bro.
BG.
BG
No,
play
BG.
games.
BG play
He
game.
play games,
BG.
though.
BG is
He
smart.
play games, bro.
BG is smart. Like I will always be connected to BG because BG is smart. He's mature when it comes to this stuff. So I don't know why people like what the dislike is.
Has he?
Huh?
Smooth. Let everybody know who the little moral compass is that keeps people tries to steady the ship a weapon wheel.
Wait, are you
Hold up, wait.
are you saying you're responsible?
For steadying the ship, yeah.
For
'Cause
steady-
otherwise, I feel like otherwise people wouldn't get shit done.
Nah, Bun,
Yeah.
yeah, I give you a props.
I'd be getting on people's asses like, yo, we
Yeah.
need to do this, we need to do that, we need to get on this.
Okay,
we need to
yeah, I
get
do
on that.
give Bond credit for
Yeah,
keeping
I
shit in order. Yeah.
I forgot who it was, but Bon was actually somebody or a couple people for almost a year. It was like, when is this stream that was supposed to be?
Oh
streamed,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
And that shit was like 8 months to a year later
Yeah.
that they weren't even streaming. And Bon was like, stream the game every single week.
Yeah. But let's get the show started. I mean, shouts out to everyone. I can talk for days about everyone else. So there's a lot that's been going on, and I don't know how you guys want to attack this. We named the podcast episode 25 Xbox Game Pass compared to basic cable. Based off the comments of Jeff Keighley. But there's a lot more than that just happened, and we'll definitely attack that for sure. First things first is Call of Duty. They kind of released their launch plans for Black Ops Cold War, and their next gen versions are locked behind a $70 cross gen edition, right? Paywall. So their game is essentially $70 minimum to get into the next gen version of the game, because obviously there's also more expensive tiers that's a little bit available as well. And
I want to know if they're gonna try to charge PC gamers $70.
No, I don't know.
What's the
about
name
that.
of it again?
It's
What's
called
the name
Black
of it?
Ops Cold War. So here's the thing about the next gen version, right? It's
Yeah.
a bit weird. They said that if you buy the next gen version, it's backwards compatible with Xbox One, PS4, but you have to spend $70 on the Xbox One and PS4 version
Yeah.
to upgrade the next gen. That's the only thing I didn't like about
Yeah.
that. Just spend the 60 and then you can go anywhere you want.
Now
But-
you know what else? They people who have the physical current gen version of like the PS4 version are
Yeah.
able to upgrade to the next gen version via PSN, right?
Mhm.
With the physical, but
Right.
the Xbox, they can't do that. They can't upgrade it with their current gen physical,
Oh
right?
man, that's a move.
But
Hold up, what happened
That's
to
some
Dumb?
crazy
Xbox
shit. They
version
blocking
has-
them.
Wait, let him
I
finish.
don't
Let him finish.
But the Xbox version,
Because from what I
the,
saw,
the,
is
the
if you buy
Xbox
the
next
Series
gen
X
version.
Wait, hold on, I'm finished. I'm finished.
Xbox One version.
Well, Chris, go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
if you buy the Series X one,
Mhm.
then you get that Xbox One version. But to me, it's like that's stupid because like, why would you buy the Series X one and care for the Xbox One version?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't care. Like if I'm buying the PS5 version, I don't care if I buy the PS4 version. You know what I mean?
But
So, I don't know.
but when you look at the case, isn't the Xbox case the both like the Series X and Xbox One? Like it says the case is pretty much telling me that this works for both.
Yeah, it's like unisex pretty much.
Yeah, it's like
It's like
so there shouldn't be an Xbox One casing. There should just be the Xbox case and that tag underneath it that says Xbox One and Xbox Series X.
So here's the thing: you can buy the $69.99, the $70 version, right, for the Series X, and it'll be playable on Xbox One and Series X. But the version below that, I don't know. It's a very confusing situation from Activision, and Activision is known to do like shitty things like this, and EA, and I don't know. It's just very
2K.
confusing for the consumer to say, hey, which version of the game do I have to buy? Like if somebody comes into a GameStop and you're an employee and they ask you which one you have to get, you have to make sure you know like how you can translate that copy into whatever next gen console you intend on buying after the release of the system. So it's just
Like,
so weird.
Let me read the thing I posted. Damn, here we go. All right, so this must have came from their Q&As. It says physical, and I'm gonna read the entire thing. I'm sorry if I stutter. Physical Standard Edition PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. The Physical Standard Edition features the base game Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War and is available for pre-order now on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One through select retailers. Next generation upgrade options. PlayStation 4 version will have an option to upgrade to PlayStation 5 through the PlayStation Store. Please note, the PlayStation 4 disc must be inserted into the PlayStation 5 to access the digitally upgraded PS5 version of the game.
My God.
All right. Xbox One version cannot be upgraded to Xbox Series X.
no smart delivery.
Please.
So they blocking it.
Yeah, hold on. Please note, please see information below regarding the Xbox Series X version as part of the digital cross-gen bundle. All right, so let me scroll down.
Oh, okay.
Both current generation versions, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, will be playable on their respective next generation console via backwards compatibility by inserting the disc into the console. But the game will not include any of the next generation features such as higher frame rate, hardware-based ray tracing, faster load times, and more. There is no physical version available for PC. Players can purchase a Blizzard balance card that can be used to purchase the digital PC version of the game on battle.net or buy digitally directly from battle.net. Okay. So pretty much what this tells me is one day they went all the way out the way to avoid smart delivery.
I was about to say, what happened to dumb delivery?
So they're just completely. They worked harder to not use it. Look how they have to explain it.
No, you know why?
They're
Because
blocking it.
They're blocking it because dumb delivery costs them money.
No, it don't.
It does.
It's a marketing deal.
All right, look. I could sell you the PS4 game, and if you want the PS5 game, you got to buy 2 games. With dumb delivery, you only have to buy 1 game.
Yeah.
Means less money for these greedy ass companies.
So with the Xbox with the standard edition, so See, and this is why I don't like their fucking box cover. It says Xbox Series X
Xbox Series
plus
X and
Xbox One games included. Now, is this the standard cover? See, the cross-gen one, I get it. It's like, all right, the cross-gen one, that's the one you get the Series X versions. So pretty much they're telling me the base game, if I buy the base game, I'm not getting the upgrade, and I can't upgrade it. I have to buy a separate version
for the upgrade because the upgrade, you actually have to pay $10, right? So if I get the PlayStation 4 version, right, just the regular one, right, and then I get a PS5 and I want to play the PS5 version of that game, right? Even though I can still play the PS4 version on the PS5, right, because it's backwards compatible. To get the upgraded version, I have to pay $10 extra on PSN, and then I get the upgrade. But then for the Xbox, it seems like even if you get the base game, you're not allowed to pay that $10 to get the upgraded version.
Yeah,
for the Xbox.
It makes no sense.
So how do you get the Series X version then?
Like, so here's how you get. No, here's how you get
might
the
have
Series
to buy
X
a whole
version.
new one.
No. You have to, no.
You buy the $70 one. You buy the
$70 one that includes the upgraded version. So what Activision is doing? They're preying on the consumer that's not going to do their research on that and say, you know what, I'm just going to drop the $60 on the Xbox One version, and then when it's time for me to actually get my my Series X when that drops, I have to buy an entirely new game because I didn't buy the $70 version. They're preying on that. They're preying on that consumer.
But the PlayStation
not hip to this.
And then all PlayStation owners have to do is pay $10.
Yeah.
And I get that.
Fuck Activision.
Not free upgrade, but you know what I mean.
Fuck
So
them.
what's the point of dumb delivery if companies don't have to use it?
The point, yeah, but this exposes them bitch ass motherfuckers for doing shit like this because that's just horrible. They made it public of like, yo, we're offering this on our.
Wait. Before you go on your rant.
Yep.
Before you go on your rant, right?
Yeah.
What if? Remember, these publishers know when these consoles are about to be released.
That's true.
You said what?
They know when these consoles are about to be released.
Okay.
The rumor for the Xbox is the 6th.
Yep.
The rumor for the PlayStation is the 20th.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying?
But that's the new.
Oh
one.
yeah,
Some
that
people-
makes sense.
When you look
people
at
were
it
saying
that
the
way, it
13th.
makes perfect sense.
My whole thing is like, okay, for these games being $70, right, to get the next gen version alongside with the current gen.
That's bullshit.
Do y'all
That is
think?
bullshit.
Hold on, let me finish. Do y'all think that or next gen games, like without the current, you know what I mean, that's only tied to next gen, right? You can only play it on next gen. It's gonna be $70, or do you think they're gonna go back down to 60 and they're using the whole upgrade as an excuse to charge $10 more?
I think the latter. I think the latter is
Activision's
true.
70.
I think the latter is true from what you said, what you presented right there. Games that are just going to be on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, I'm assuming are going to be 60. And then obviously 2K was the first one to do that, stating that, hey, you have to spend more money to get the next gen upgrade. And now there's a lot of other publishers and a lot of other companies doing the same thing as well, trying to maximize on how much they can swindle the consumer and rob them of their money twice.
And you know what's sad? My
And
cousin.
isn't that the same company?
Yeah, my cousin said he was going to buy 2K on the PS4, and then when it comes out a month later on PS, I'm like, why don't you just wait? He's like, oh, I can't wait.
Mm-hmm. It's like, why? Like, just wait for the better
people,
version of the game to come out instead of spending your money twice.
Yeah, there's casuals out there that they just can't wait. Like for like 2K or Call of Duty, they're gonna buy the current gen version 2 weeks before, and then buy the next gen version right after that. So, but that's why they're doing the whole bundle thing. That's why they're doing the whole.
Yeah.
If you pay for the $70 right now, then you will automatically have the next gen version when you upgrade your console, when you get a PS5 or a Series X. Either way, I think is very weird. It's going to confuse people. You know, it's definitely some shady shit when we have other publishers and other developers not charging for it. But I mean, we'll see how this all plays out.
Two of the publishers I can't stand the most are the ones starting off the generation with some fuck shit. 2K and Activision.
What about Microsoft?
Microsoft? What are you talking about? They filling me up. I don't hate Microsoft.
What are they filling
you up with?
Hold on.
What game you playing on the Series?
Pause.
They're filling me up.
What are they filling you up with?
They're filling me up. I got a bunch
Let's
of.
jump on that when we get to that topic. When we get to
I mean, I'm playing games. I'm not starving for anything, and I'm good. I know the thanks to them partner up with like Ubisoft, and even if I wanted to dive into CD Projekt Way, I know I can only all I need to do is buy that game once, so I'm good. I got my free remasters, etc. Let's go.
This man said Daddy Phil is filling him up. Pause.
Yeah, pretty much filling them up with that cream filling.
Oh man!
So are we on,
But
are we on
Smooth,
that topic
question.
Kids,
You
Smooth,
said
are
you
we on
weren't.
that topic now?
No,
You
not
said
yet.
you
Let's
weren't getting Cyberpunk.
That was
correct?
before Halo wasn't. Before Halo, like
Vegan
Yep, and that's my point. You went out and bought the Cyberpunk controller, but had no intention of buying the game.
It's a controller, bro.
No, I had intentions of buying a game. I was going to hold off until the proper next
no.
generation version.
No. You said you weren't buying it this fall because of Halo.
Yeah, and the proper next generation version won't be available this fall.
So again, you went out and you wanted the controller.
Well, my wife got me the controller for Christmas. I didn't buy it.
So you asked for a controller. You obtained the controller for a game you weren't even going to play.
Not my Christmas, my birthday.
Say you didn't ask for it, yo.
Yeah, she got that because we didn't have access. She didn't have access to the Elite too, so she got me Cyberpunk.
God.
But Blessed Red says, and before we start seeing remasters for current gen, dude.
Oh, you know there's gonna be 4K.
I can see that. I could definitely see that happening. But we seen that with Control.
Yeah, we got all.
Oh my God, Control! Thanks for bringing that up. Those scumbags at 505 Games and Remedy, they're dumb. Who signs a 20-year fucking contract for publishing rights? You might as well just sell the damn studio and the IP. 20 years.
Agree.
They need to do at least like 5 or 10 years, not
20 fucking years. The IP's gonna outlive some of their employees. That's fucking crazy. Like the deal, not the IP, the deal. But my bad.
But the thing was Control, right? We don't know. Okay, so for example, for like these smart delivery upgrades, right, or these like next gen patches for the current gen games.
Yeah.
Essentially, what I'm assuming is higher resolution and higher frame rates, and that's about it. Maybe some will add in stuff like ray tracing or whatever. The thing with Control is like, what to me is like, okay, what type of upgrade are you doing to warrant that purchase? Are you like adding like a bunch of new textures, remodeling things, adding ray tracing everywhere and stuff like that? Because if it's like a huge upgrade,
I can answer that question, Chris. All they're gonna do is make that game more stable for the next gen version. That's it,
bro.
Here's the other thing, right? Because even on PC, Control's a really hard run to game. Everybody knows that, especially when you turn on ray tracing. So I think what they're gonna do with the next gen version, everything's just gonna be up-res. All the asset qualities are going to be much more higher relative to our current gen counterparts. And then with the added machine learning technology that's inside the Xbox Series X, ray tracing should run better on the Xbox Series X for that game relative to PS5.
But here's my question: isn't like the Xbox supposed to run your old games at 120 frames, etc.?
Yeah,
that's only for certain selected games.
That's certain selected games that are meant to run that high. Not every game can run
My
that.
thing is Control. If they're gonna charge extra or lock their gen behind a version, they better up their frame rate. I'm not paying extra for 30 frames for it to remain 30 frames per second.
It's a console game. You're playing at 30.
Don't expect a lock 60. You're not getting a lock 60 in that game.
Ask the question: who really going to pay that money for Control?
Oh, people will pay for it.
I might only because when I play Control when it went to PS Now, so I didn't even pay for the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I played it and I really, really enjoyed it. I thought it, aside from like a lot of technical and frame rate issues because it was terrible. So if they come out with a next gen version with all the DLCs and extra stuff or whatever, since I didn't pay for the game initially. to me, I don't have no problem paying for that for that game because I didn't pay it. But for the people who spent $60 day one on Control, you know what I mean? I could see how they're feeling salty about it.
But if you want to play the best version, you gotta play it on the Series X.
Not on the PC.
Man, you just admit the PC having problems running that.
Yeah, and the consoles have more problems running it.
I didn't say that.
The current consoles, but anyway, we're not going to get into that. That's,
All right,
that's a matter
before
of-
I'm gonna just address Saifu Poetic X Initiative. 299 says, "Have you seen the news on Halo leadership?" I have, and we're gonna talk about that a little bit later.
Oh Lord.
Carry on.
So do you guys want to? Because we're talking about this whole game upgrades things. We should talk about Ubisoft now because
Yes, please.
they said that their Xbox collector's editions are digital only.
Yes.
So Assassin's Creed Valhalla,
Watch Dogs.
was it Far Cry 6 and Watch Dogs Legion? The collector's editions are not going to have a disc anymore. They're just going to have a digital code, which I don't mind. I don't care. I can see why some people can have an issue with it, but you're getting all these fancy toys and pictures and stuff anyway, so a digital code shouldn't really matter.
I know there's a lot of people are saying, oh, well, what if you like to collect and all this other stuff. I don't buy like collector's editions like that. Like I know a lot of the people that do, you typically buy it for the statues, and the only I bought the like highest editions of the last couple of Assassin's Creed digitally, like the legit digital, just for fucking costumes and XP and shit like that. So like honestly, like to me it's not that big of a deal, but the only reason why I say I can see why they're going about it this way is because I feel like that the Xbox does compatibility different than what PlayStation does it. Remember, with Xbox games, everything is one. It should be, and that's why I'm confused on how Call of Duty's doing this shit. But usually with Xbox, it's one license, one game, one license for a platform, right? So, for example, that Ubisoft, that code, that game you buy has to work on your Xbox One. It has to work on your Xbox Series S, your Series X, and let's say if they were a part of the Play Anywhere initiative, that same code will also have to work on your PC. If they're like Resident Evil 7, etc. So, when you consider that, and let's say Xbox has been in bed with Ubisoft. They're doing a lot of push. None of the Ubisoft games won't appear on like GamePass. However, because of the marketing deal, they could be xCloud. Like they could appear on that. And if you can't stream a disc-based game, like so, if you own the license on your for the like a digital license to the game, all right, all your Xbox consoles are out the way, and then if you want to take the game on the go via xCloud, you have the license to stream it. So that's the only reason why I think that's why they're like kind of like pushing digital on Xbox versus the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Also, to add to what kids will say, actually, what they're doing is they're actually tying the license to your game tag, your gamer tag.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're tying the license. They're tying it to your gamer tag. But my question to the whole panel is this: what's the purpose of having a disc?
You can sell that game. You can't sell that game or that collector's edition.
No, the purpose of having disc is well, to me the reason why is because sometimes I buy physical of games that I'm not sure I'm gonna really like, so I'll get the physical version. In case I don't like it, then I can just trade it in or sell it.
So resell or trade.
Yeah, that's the benefits.
Yeah, but from a technical standpoint, the original point of having, especially when we shifted to Blu-ray with PS3, the biggest purpose of having that Blu-ray disc was to make sure that you can have a lot of the data on the disc itself, so that you're not offloading all of that data onto the hard drive, right? Because with the spinning rush drive, right, it's doing a lot of seeks, right? You're trying to find that data on your hard drive. So what it's doing is it's reading the data off the disk, the actual disk itself, and some of the extra install files that you actually install from your hard drive, whether it's patches and things that matter.
No,
it makes it easier. Yeah,
I understand that.
You asked the question, so I was just answering it.
No, the reason I asked the question is because, with the new SSDs, everything is being dumped on the drive.
Yeah,
no game is reading. It's gonna look for the license on the disc, and that's it. So
Yeah.
And then with this whole pandemic, remember there was a massive shift to digital downloads.
Yeah,
digital downloads.
So, according to TweetTown, they said it as well. They said that manufacturing costs, they will save so much money in manufacturing costs as well. So it makes sense why they would just go digital. It's easier to just print a code on a piece of paper than making a disc and having the write data onto it and then ship a whole bunch of that.
Exactly.
So it makes sense financially.
This is why both Microsoft and Xbox, Microsoft and Sony both are pushing, this whole digital only console, right? Because first Xbox did it with the SAD.
Sony pushing it now after they screwed Microsoft 7 years ago.
What do you mean screw them
Remember, we
over
were
7
supposed to
years
be
ago?
going. We were supposed to be going digital from 2013.
No.
And then the
Because
whole
a lot of
all
people
that DRM
weren't ready
talk
for
came
that
up.
back then. Microsoft was trying to force
What's the
everybody
difference
to,
between
you know
then
what I
and
mean?
now? What's the difference
A
between
lot
then
of
and
big
now?
difference.
lie.
No. The difference between
a
then
big
and now
difference.
is the market adoption rate for people to go digital. There's more people adopting digital content now than there was back then in
Yeah,
2013.
way more.
A lot of the things that they try to promote, they were too early to the market too. So like all that TV stuff back then, people weren't
the TV,
adopting that
that's
kind of
it.
stuff. But now it's more accepted to have a lot of those multimedia features embedded inside your console and talk about that now than it was back then. Even though the primary focus should be on games and the content that you're bringing to your system, it's more accepted to have all those other features built around your console as well.
Yeah.
Because think about it, you put your console in the living room, it does everything. You play your games, you
Yep.
watch your movies and TV shows.
Mhm.
It's a Blu-ray player
No,
now. It's a 4K Blu-ray player. Like it does
understand
everything.
that. You
It
know,
wasn't-
not
only that-
digital
go
works
ahead.
for us. Digital works for us in the islands because our method of getting games used to be Amazon. You
Yeah.
have to.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have to order it from Amazon, and what happened is, thank God we have a shipping company that brings stuff out of Miami. So I actually have a Miami address, and it would get it to me in a few days. Or normally I would have to wait until I get it in the mail, which is like 2 weeks. So digital actually works for us in the islands because pre-download, we download it and we can play it right away, just like everybody else.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
And
So we've
another
actually
and,
adopted digital. We've adopted digital from day one.
yeah, but another thing too, the big major difference is the internet back then compared to now. The internet is much more improved now. Like people are getting actual competent
Oh, my internet is shit.
downloads,
My internet is still shit.
download speeds and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be some
You're
areas where the
forgetting
internet
the major big thing also though. Microsoft wanted always online and system checks and
DRM,
everything like that because
no
Steam
use
has been
games.
doing digital for a while. And nobody's
I think the thing. No, the system check was needed. That was needed because what you had to make sure is this: if I buy a disc, was it stopping me from copying it on my hard drive, giving it to Kid Smooth? He copied it.
a bunch of things because you would
So
no.
was to try. Listen, I'm not defending what Microsoft tried to impose back in 2013. I thought some of it was good. I thought some of it was the future. I didn't like the 24-hour check-in. I thought that was really strong arming people.
You're confusing two different things though. What you're the digital?
It's all part of the whole digital
super
stuff.
chat.
No.
Isn't it part of the whole digital ecosystem?
No, because for example, Steam doesn't have any check-ins. There's no 24/7 check-in, and I can play it online. Microsoft wanted a system that was always online.
Remember with. Mm-hmm.
They wanted a system that was always online.
Steam cut out disk a long time. Steam wouldn't allow you to even copy. Okay,
you can copy anything you want.
How would
you?
How would you get a game from one PC to the next on Steam? Because remember, PC had Adopt Digital. PC don't send this for years now. A lot of it's only
okay. Let me tell you. Let me tell you how you do it. Okay. So you can literally just install your Steam account on any PC, and then just download your games. That's one way to do it. Or you can literally download your Steam games onto local memory, burn it to whatever device you want, and then when you install Steam on another machine, you can literally install it from a physical hard drive, a USB stick, a DVD, a Blu-ray, whatever.
And just sign in. That's it.
Sign in.
All right.
But so that's the question. You still have to sign in.
Sign in once though.
Because
it doesn't require check. You have to sign in to play your games.
Okay, so let me ask you. If you say you came from my house and you had the game on a flash drive, you signed in, we play, and you left, and I try signing in. Would it?
As long as you know my sign-in password, you can play it.
If you sign in with your own account, it's not no. Let me say this: the license is tied to a particular person. That's all it is.
If
the credentials match up, I get access to the games. The same thing with Xbox. If somebody else signs into my Xbox, they can actually play my games because my account is on there. If my account was not on there, they cannot play my games that's on my hard drive.
At the same time, it's gonna kick you off. Because
no, it doesn't. My friends play games on. My friends play. I have friends.
Well, why would I be playing? Why would I try to play my Xbox and my friend's trying to play the Xbox? If he's playing my Xbox, that's it.
He's misconstruing the Steam point because my friends share my Steam accounts, and one of them is playing City Skylines on my account right now while I'm playing Fallen Order.
What type of PC
so then you're
it
saying
on?
that the Steam accounts are shareable?
They are.
Because the Xbox accounts are not shareable.
So, yeah, the Xbox accounts actually with the latest update is shareable because they're allowing you to play on multiple logins. Like
that's now with the latest update, but we're talking about
correct. So what we're saying is Microsoft.
I remember, no. Even in my house, I had the issue where if I'm in one room playing with the Xbox and someone turns on the other Xbox,
you get logged out.
Once my account logs in on that new one, I get logged out. And the game stops.
That's correct.
So here's the other question: why can't Xbox play offline mode like Steam?
It has offline mode, but you still have to log in. But you see that.
That's the problem.
Here's a workaround.
That is to stop the sharing of the game.
No, there's a clear workaround to that. So the primary Xbox, right, that you play on, that you signed in on, you do the license transfer to the other one. No, you make the other Xbox the primary so that no matter what account somebody signs on, they can always play the games that are tied to your account. On your main one, you don't need the licenses on that system because you have the login already. That's how it works.
All right, why are we talking about this?
Now
we should move on. Yeah.
No. Hold on. Last thing about it though. But now you're seeing the problem why people were accepting of Steam but not accepting of Xbox in 2013 because Xbox's way of doing everything was mad restrictive.
Yep. Shout out to Jack Move Johnny with the shade super chat. He says, "Stop inviting Somali scammers on the podcast." And he says, "I kid."
It was on point though. It was funny, dog. It wasn't though.
Shout out to the guests. And then Jay, what's next? I know we got a lot to tackle here today.
I mean, it's your pick. Do you want to talk about Halo? You want to talk about the UI update from Xbox?
Scalability.
Let's talk about the quick UI update. Right quick. So the first thing, a couple weeks ago, they did the store. The store went into like the alpha ring. So the new Xbox store, like I got it, is dope. And then yesterday we get the next generation preview to the Series X dashboard. It'll be available for Xbox One as I'm using it on my Xbox One right now. And it's made its round. It just made everything a lot smoother, faster. Kind of have an aesthetic upgrade. I did a video. Kind of walkthrough yesterday, just kind of going through it for the first time. I like it. It's aesthetically pleasing. It just makes me want to, try things on my box, even though nothing really changes. It's good looking. The only thing I was confused about is why people thought it was copying PlayStation. Because when I go through that and I go on my PlayStation UI, it's like nothing in common outside of the square boxes. I mean. And then Xbox's box is a little bit more roundish this time around, but the games are square. But anybody else kind of got access to the upgrade?
Nope. I mean, I see now. I mean, it looks. You talking about the Series X one, the one that was like in a photo, or you talking about like just one on the regular Xbox One?
Well, yeah, the Series X one, it's being coined the Series X UI, but it's going to be on the Xbox One as well. So a lot of articles posted. I know a lot of information was on Windows Central. Ren just did a video like moments ago. I did a video yesterday on it. And it is also going to have moving backgrounds. I don't think the version I have has moving backgrounds yet, but by the time Series X come out, you'll be able to put the moving backgrounds on it. Like the
dynamic backgrounds,
like actual themes, like dynamic themes.
I've seen a couple more things with it as well. Inside the party chat, you can actually adjust an individual's volume. So like if we're all on that chat, you could do just like how you could do on Discord,
like
which is
a mixer.
Really feature. Yeah, mixer, Discord, like that's a really cool thing.
No, I'm saying like a mixer. Like
like an actual mixer. Yeah.
Mixer did, dog.
Like,
Yeah, but I like
an
that. I like
equalizer.
that.
Like
Yeah,
an
like an
equalizer.
equalizer. Like if somebody's really loud inside a party chat, you can just
like an
adjust their
equalizer.
volume, turn it down instead of adjusting your overall volume. So that's a bit more intuitive features right there. They improved the community section. Yeah, just a lot of other things. I don't want to install it right now because I did that like alpha beta testing for the UI for Xbox a couple years ago, and it bricked my Xbox. I had to factory reset it, and that wasn't pleasant.
Damn.
Yeah. When I had 2 Xboxes, I had one for preview and one for just not for those updates. But right now it's been good, and I haven't had like a bricking situation for a while. When I get the Series X, it won't dare go into any sort of preview program.
Yeah, I'm not doing any preview programs. I'm just gonna wait for everybody else to beta test it, work out the bugs. The only device that I do beta test is like the new iOS or iPad OS on my iPad. That's the only thing I do. Other than that, I don't really touch like beta programs on too many things.
Yo, y'all lying, dog. Y'all lying.
Why you say that?
Because y'all gonna want the new updates, man. Like
not on my Xbox.
natural.
After
All right, this
that
is why I say
experience,
y'all
I'm not doing
lying. Because like right now, you got it on your X. The X ain't been out that long. Like what, 2 years?
Yeah, no, but this is an actual early beta. Like it's gonna be buggy. There's gonna be some issues with it initially in terms of.
I don't think so.
Until
It's
they
gonna be
work
the
out the
same
kinks.
UI. It's gonna be the same thing. That's why they going this route, so they won't have any issues. I don't think it's gonna be too many issues. They're using the
I
same
don't know.
chip.
Probably a little while from now I'll do it, but not right now. It's really early. They just dropped it.
I don't know, man. I mean, it's the same UI, same thing. I don't see any issues happening.
Wait, what's the same UI?
No, he's saying that
no,
the
I'm
UI
saying-
out right now is going to be the same on the Series X. What I'm saying is that
Yeah.
this is an earlier build. of
It
that
is an
UI that
earlier
we're
build.
getting.
Yeah.
Are we
yeah.
really
There's gonna
talking
be-
about
there's
the
gonna be
UI?
issues.
Yeah, I mean,
Dude,
Yeah,
bro, in
same
2
UI
weeks, people are
across all
gonna.
the
Yo, Bond, in 2 weeks, people are gonna be masturbating to the PlayStation 5 UI. So I don't. Yeah, I don't even want to hear it.
I believe they have Ratchet and Clank demo coming out.
Yeah, they're gonna do a
that's
demo.
tomorrow.
The demo's tomorrow, but in
That's
2 weeks, we will see the UI.
They'll be talking about the demo, not the UI.
Yeah, tomorrow they'll be talking about the demo, but next week they'll be talking about the UI.
They
What-
have not shown one game running on this new Xbox, but we talking about the UI.
Dude,
Well,
who
we're
the
gonna be
fuck
talking
is?
about
Wait,
that.
can I say who the
We're
fuck is
gonna
this
talk
guy,
about
bro?
that.
This guy in the
Man,
fucking
come
chat
on,
said,
man.
"Oh, the new UI uses 40% less memory." What the fuck are you talking about, Jay? I know it uses 40% less memory. What I am saying, if you these people don't fucking listen, bro. What I am saying, the build of the UI is really early.
Oh.
Whenever you beta test or alpha test software or games, there's bound to be bugs. Why? Because it's not finalized. That's why you're downloading it and you're testing it out so you can send feedback. That's it. That's all I'm saying. What's so hard to comprehend about that?
You're
Shout out to
talking-
my-
you're-
Anybody would have
Like,
to
dude,
say
I'm
no.
testing. Like, I'm testing out iOS 14 on my fucking iPad. There's bugs. I send feedback.
Nah, we know Emmanuel be capping.
Like,
He
what the
want to
fuck?
get on.
Yeah.
Get on, Emmanuel.
Shout
He
out,
can do on that all he want.
shout out to PMS Jordan with the $10 super chat. She said, "Kids Move is the best spot." Green heart. Shout out to PMS Jordan.
Facts.
Thank you.
EMS.
That sounded
Planet
really
Xbox is the best. Xbox podcast.
What's next, Jay? We have.
I mean, we can get rid of DC fandom real quick.
DC fandom.
Well, they announced.
Oh, the Batmans. Yeah,
Yeah.
The Batmans with lack of Batman.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah, no, they announced Gotham Knights, which
Mm-hmm.
is a game starring the Bat Kids, right, or the Bat family with
Mm-hmm.
Call them the
Was,
bad kids.
yeah, they're pretty much the Bat Kids, right, with Batgirl, Nightwing, Tim Drake, Robin, and Red Hood. So it looks cool, man. They made it more into an RPG. It has 2-player co-ops. They said it's not a games as a service. So it's from WB Montreal, of course. And Batman is dead in this world, this universe. It's not connected to the Arkham games, even though I don't really think that Batman is officially
Batman
dead.
is dead.
What?
Batman don't die.
Pretty much.
quotes. I'm saying.
Well, hold on,
quotes,
let me
Batman
finish
is dead.
because that's what I'm saying. They're saying Batman is dead in this universe. What I was gonna say is, me personally, I don't believe that Batman is dead. I think at the end he faked his death to go against the Court of Owls because this game is about the Court of Owls. But so that's how I feel about Gotham Knights. Anybody else want to jump in and give their thoughts before we get into Suicide Squad?
I'm just surprised it's not connected to, I mean, it literally looks like it's connected to Arkham Knight.
Yeah, I think because the Suicide Squad is a continuation of Arkham Knight, so I don't know why they decided to do that. I don't know. It's just an alternative. I guess they did that just to play around, and they don't have to be tied to like the story that Rocksteady has built. That's my guess, but it looks cool though. I'm definitely interested in it.
Yeah, I'm interested in
I'm
it as well.
actually
Looks like a good
interested
game.
in it. I'm glad. Oh, go ahead.
No, you can finish. You go ahead.
Yeah, I'm actually glad they're trying something different because I think with Avengers coming out and then Suicide Squad coming out 2 years after, to go down the same route, the beat 'em up superhero games getting a bit played out. So I actually glad they're trying something different by making it an action RPG. I don't understand how Red Hood fits in though, because Jason Todd, I don't remember him even coming back good, and he using guns. I thought they would at least point on Damon Wayne. We'll see how it works. I'm actually interested in it. I think I'm more interested to use Nightwing though.
Yeah.
Yeah, then Red Hood.
Is Red Hood going to be using rubber
really don't
bullets
see-
or what?
I guess he's gonna be using non-lethal bullets. I don't know how they're gonna work that out, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna find type of excuse for Red Hood because he is using his guns.
And
right?
what's this thing with the Robin could teleport through the satellite system?
Oh, because he's using the Justice, one of the Justice League satellites that I guess has teleportation. Because Robin is connected as a Teen Titan. That's probably one of his unique abilities.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that was like, okay, that don't make any sense. But
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't have Damien in there. You probably.
I don't think he's born at this point. I mean, he'd be born, but
no, he
Yeah.
wouldn't. But if Bruce Wayne is dead, then
Wait, you said
Yeah.
Damien isn't in the game? Damien wins in the game.
No.
No.
That's Tim
no,
Drake.
That's Tim Drake, Red
it's
Robin.
Tim Drake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold up. Gotham Knights.
Wait. Is it Tim Drake Robin or Tim Drake as Red Robin?
I think this is Tim.
Oh,
Drake,
yeah, this is Tim
Robin.
Drake, yeah.
Yeah, then
It's
Dick.
Tim Drake.
Is it
I
Red
have
Robin
a
or just
question,
Robin?
though.
I mean, you know what? They can
No, this
always,
is regular Robin.
No,
They
it's
can-
Tim Drake Robin, not Red Robin.
but they could still always alter things to make Damien work. Like it's not.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be one to one with.
He'll probably be a DLC or something like that. They
But
probably add him.
wait. I have a question. Who did Joker mess with first?
Red Hood.
Red Hood, Jason Todd.
Or Batgirl? No, I know.
No,
we know
Jason. It was Jason
Jason
Todd.
Todd.
Oh, we all.
Yeah.
Oh, so he did because I was like, I thought
No.
he had messed with Batgirl first.
With who?
Batgirl. He's saying Bat. He's
Yeah,
saying
he paralyzed her.
Remember he
Yeah, he paralyzed her,
raped and
but-
crippled her.
Yeah, but Jason he mentally messed with Jason to the point where that's why Jason went rogue, right? He went vigilante.
And listen,
Yeah, you have to remember,
he
there's different
killed
Batman timelines and
Jason
Batman.
Todd.
There's different Batman stories and different Batman
No, but it's the
timelines.
Red Hood.
Yeah, but remember, there's New 52. Remember, Flashpoint happened in the New 52, and they reset the entire timeline. That's what I'm saying. Like,
No. The Red Hood came about because of what Joker did to Robin.
I know. Yeah,
To Jason, you're right.
yeah,
But
he-
they've
Batman
retconned.
changed.
He's
They
talking about they've
retconned it.
retconned a billion things.
yeah, they did an entire reboot of the DC universe in the comics. So this is probably
Yeah.
the timeline that they're following, where Barbara Gordon is Batgirl and nothing happened to her. But the Red Hood story is altered.
Yeah, and the canons
Oh,
are
it is,
always
it is.
changing. Canons are always changing, and there's always reboots and all that stuff.
I guess it was too
So
gruesome. Joker's the devil.
yeah, but other than that, the next thing that they showed was the Suicide Squad was pretty much just like a CG trailer, with no gameplay. But
Right.
I thought that the trailer looked really dope, and I thought the interactions with all these characters, it's going to be 4 playable characters. At the beginning, it's going to be King Shark, of course, Harley Quinn.
I hate
Deathshot,
King
and-
Shark.
and Boomerang. So
Why
I don't
you
really know
guys
too much
hating on
about
King
King
Shark?
Shark at all. He's from the Aquaman, right? Of course.
I'd rather have Killer Croc than King Shark.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Me
Okay,
too.
okay.
Oh, there's this. I didn't even know, but they said that this game also has a 4-player co-op mode, so that's
Yeah.
gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
that game is set for 2022.
Well, the Suicide Squad, they said that even if you're playing solo, right? Because you can play solo, you're
Yeah.
still gonna have three AI controlled characters, and you can switch between them on the fly in combat. You know what I mean? So pretty much like
Battletoads. Battletoads.
nah, not like that trash
I'm just saying.
Battletoads.
All right. Y'all ain't played.
Not like that
No.
trash, bro. Not like that trash.
You,
But
you played it? You played it, Chris?
No.
Hold up, what's going on?
yeah, I played it on my xCloud on my phone.
All right, what's your
Nah,
tag?
I ain't played.
You better watch out. Sometimes when you tell
Right,
people to show their trophies, it might ruin the podcast.
All right, guys.
Nah, I'm
gonna say,
solidified
I'm
with the
sure
games
if
I
we-
played.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to challenge you in Souls 2.
Yeah, nah, but yo, Suicide Squad, man, I'm hyped for it. Some people are disappointed there's no gameplay, but to me, it's like it's 2 years away, so they could run the risk of showing gameplay now, and then we're not getting what we promised, or it looks bad now, so we don't know. But yeah, man, I'm excited for
Listen,
it.
you Sony guys gotta stop this bullshit shit. You guys
you
gotta
talking
stop
about?
this bullshit. Sony,
What you talking about?
Sony is the primary company that brought CG trailers into gaming.
Oh,
Yeah, and I had no problem
with that.
2005 Killzone bullshit. Now all of a sudden, other companies are trying to get themselves together, so they're saying,
Yeah,
listen, this is what's coming.
2005. You're bringing
we
something
want
off
to
of
see
like
gameplay. We want to see
2005.
gameplay.
Okay, but they've been showing,
No,
they've
I'm
been
just
showing
saying,
gameplay
I'm
with a
just
lot of the
saying.
games and stuff like that. And then like I kept the same energy with
You know
Suicide
what?
Squad.
We gonna get to that.
Hold on, let me
We-
finish. I
listen,
kept the
we gonna
same
get to that
energy
topic.
with Suicide
We gonna get to
Squad.
that topic.
I kept the same energy with Suicide Squad, like not having a gameplay reveal, right? Because this is technically a sequel to Arkham Knight and it's made by Rocksteady. I kept that same energy with Horizon Forbidden West and Fable at the Xbox event. I didn't have a problem with them how they revealed Fable for the first time.
Hey, he was here.
Okay, so
I
when
was
we
there
get to that
too.
topic,
He
when we get to that topic,
got it.
So
No, I'm just
y'all
saying,
can,
I'm
y'all
just
can keep
saying,
bringing up
right now, the
Killzone from
narrative-
2005. Yeah, we know that was bullshit, but it's like they've showed gameplay of Horizon before it came out. They showed gameplay of God of War. Like
the first showing of Horizon, the first time
Was
Sony showed
gameplay.
Horizon, they didn't show gameplay.
no,
No.
that's not true. The very first time they showed Horizon, it was at E3. They showed gameplay trailer. Very
It
first
was
time.
it was in engine cutscenes. Remember?
No,
they were
it
showing
was
the traps?
gameplay trailer. Go look it up. It was a
Alright.
gameplay trailer.
You may gotta go back. Somebody have to pull it up. It was an engine cutscene showing how you trap some of the bigger dinosaurs. It wasn't gameplay. The first time they showed Uncharted 4, it was just Nathan Drake, half his body. Wasn't gameplay. The first
Yeah.
time they showed The Last of Us 2,
You are
wasn't
wrong
gameplay.
about Horizon Zero Dawn. Horizon Zero Dawn first showing was actual gameplay footage. The Uncharted 4, yeah.
I'm
the
watching
original-
it right now.
All they show was an in-game engine shot of Nathan Drake's face for Uncharted 4. So yeah, you could say that. But I didn't matter because it's Uncharted 4, so I already know
the
what to
Last
expect.
of Us, the same thing.
Yeah, I'm
first-
telling you, I have no
the
problem with
first-
that.
let me
Like I don't
see.
understand your point. I don't understand
Yo,
what
hold
you're trying to say.
on, because nah, man, not that one. That's a bad argument. The first Horizon, they showed gameplay, bro. Like,
Yeah, they showed the gameplay. It
You
wasn't.
guys-
I'm watching it now.
It wasn't
but
no
the second
cutscene.
one, but
yeah, no, there was cutscenes.
No, there was, but the
The
very first
time,
showing
the
of
first
Horizon
time they showed Horizon was
gameplay.
in-game cutscenes.
No, it wasn't. It was gameplay, my guy. Come on, man. Look, everybody in the chat saying it was gameplay.
All right, look. Let's disagree to
That don't
disagree.
mean they right.
I know what we saw.
But it's not.
Let's
It's
just
not
move
to
on.
disagree about. It's facts. It's
All
not
right.
a disagreement.
Horizon showed gameplay for its first showing. Next topic. Let's go.
I mean, what's there to talk about? They showed like in-engine cutscene. Horizon, right?
No,
No. They show they show
No, we
gameplay.
talking about
It was a
original 20. What was it? 2015.
Horizon Zero
2015.
Dawn, they show gameplay.
Yeah, they
Vaughn
showed.
talking about the second one. They
No,
don't
the
All
second-
show-
no,
The second game, no
cutscene.
gameplay at all, but they still get credit
Yeah.
for it. So, yeah. But
No, but that's what I'm saying, Smooth. Like, that's what I'm saying. I keep the same energy for Fable and stuff like that. When it comes to new IP, yeah, I'm like, I don't really care about CG. But if it's a sequel to a game that I already know what to expect, I have no problem with the first reveal being
That's
that
fair.
way.
That's fair.
Well, that's fair.
Okay. Next.
Smooth, are you eating? This man is always eating.
Dude, I needed something to snack on, but okay.
Have you tried eating before podcasts?
Nah, I just stay at work late today, so.
I guess we can move on to the Jeff Keighley topic. When he was
God, really?
yeah.
No, let's.
Yeah.
All right, Halo or Jeff Keighley?
Halo.
I think we talked about
Halo?
Halo and
This dude.
scalability.
All right, so I have the news story right here on Halo. So as of recent, there was a Reddit post that said that Microsoft and 343 were considering the idea of dropping the Xbox One version of Halo Infinite. They said that there was also talks of delaying the game until 2022, and it said it was all due to a messy development cycle, a lot of outsourcing and things of that matter. It was also said in that post that the Xbox One S version supposedly was nowhere near 1080p and was lower than 900p, and having serious issues loading assets, much worse than the PC demo. And then August 25th, the community manager John Juniazek said that there are no plans to change our 2021 release or the devices and platform we'll be supporting. He also said that they're building the Halo to be the best on every platform they can possibly put it on.
You sound like
So,
a commercial right now, dog. Like
He's I don't think he should have said that.
Why is everybody mad at the community manager for doing his fucking job? Like, what is he supposed to
right.
say? Is he supposed to say that if he's saying that, oh yeah, we're gonna delay the game, the game's gonna suck? Like, he's the community manager of the game. He has to like.
Let me say this. The reason why I say he shouldn't have said that is because this can always happen. They can always just say, "Hey, we're not gonna drop the Xbox One version anymore," and then he's gonna look stupid. And it's not gonna be his fault, obviously, because it's on the developers and the team and what they're trying to do, right? And
Yeah,
so
but
make
technically, here's the thing, right?
Go ahead.
Technically, they can actually draw back the Xbox One and technically not drop, because remember, the multiplayer is supposed to be free to play. They can drop the base game and keep the free to play multiplayer available on Xbox One.
And then technically it's still Halo Infinite, but I just think that like Halo Infinite right now in this current state just needs to be on Xbox Series X by itself. Some people can disagree with me. That's okay. I just think that the best version of the game that's going to be easiest for the developers to make is just the Xbox Series X version of it, and that's it.
They got
Drop the Xbox
2,000
One
fucking developers. They got enough to split the team up and make
they don't
fucking
have
3 separate
2,000
games.
developers.
That-
They had people trying to help them out. Like,
Yeah,
They
that's
were
what I'm
struggling.
saying. Like they're
were
outsourcing
struggling.
a lot of it, and there's a lot of news coming about how, you know, development's very troubled. A lot of the developers are not happy with the direction that the game was taken, and that now there's even questions about changes for leadership. How true that is, we don't know.
I don't know.
That's just speculation right now. But
Review Tech was the one that posted that. I mean, it is whatever they do. I mean, if they have to change leadership, go ahead and do it. They need to hire a fucking go-getter. They shouldn't promote from within on this time. They need to go get somebody who fucking releases games. Like, grab somebody from Ubisoft. They never delay shit. Like,
Yeah.
so.
nah, fam.
Yeah, and
Man.
another issue is with 343 is that they're out, supposedly they're outsourcing a lot, and so you're outsourcing to people who are probably not even passionate about this Halo project. They're just doing it as a job, so you know that could also
Right.
be an effect
Facts.
as well.
There we go. And that's what I was gonna say. Like, when you think about it, man, like they made some good Halos. Don't get me wrong. Like I like a few of them, but
They only got a few of
At
them.
the same
Wait,
time-
20 or 343?
They only did two.
They only did 2. Yeah.
4 and 5.
He's talking about 343
I mean,
Pond.
4 and 5.
I don't
Yeah,
like
I'm talking-
343.
Yeah,
so,
343. They
Yeah,
only
like-
did 2, 4 and 5. They didn't make the Master Chief Collection. They put it together, but they didn't make it.
yeah, the Master
Right.
Chief Collection was outsourced
Right.
as well.
So let me
Let me
ask
see
you
what the
this
mess that
question
was.
though: is it harder to just hire a studio to take over a franchise with a pedigree that high? Like this,
Yes.
let's just admit it. Like, like
Okay,
it's not easy.
I'll give you a perfect example.
I mean, I would imagine so.
I want to hear what. Yeah,
Give you a perfect example. You're home, right? You know everything. You know every nook and cranny, every little marginal thing about your house.
Word.
Now you got to hire somebody to come in and to know the house that you've lived in and pretty much customize your own like and everything else. They're not going to be able to do it the same way. There's never been really a developer that has taken over for the original developer and really done a better job that I can think of.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Wait.
I was going to ask somebody like,
let me get
who's
in this
done it?
conversation.
Who's done it? Who? Just name one studio that done that. That you know what I mean? Can anybody do that? And even in the chat, like.
No, they to my
Whoever
knowledge,
took
there
over
hasn't
its
been any, but
franchise.
let me just
Go ahead.
Well, listen.
finish.
Yeah, go ahead.
My thing is this, because I think people keep with this. Oh, this studio took over. Remember, 343 was born from Bungie ex-developers. Not everybody left with Bungie. A lot of people stayed and they formed 343. The issue I think personally with Halo is I think these guys want to try to tell their own story. But the fans are not accepting that. And they're now trying to get back the old fans who had a problem with the Halo 4. Because they were like, oh, this don't feel like a Halo. They
So
tried
who
to make
you-
it feel like Call of Duty.
The bigger guys at Bungie left, though.
Yeah,
right.
Marty O'Donnell, Luke Smith, a
No,
lot of the bigger guys that was at Bungie left the whole entire. They didn't go to 343. Now some of the talent did, but the major players that are
Some of them
instrumental
did.
in the development of Halo 1 through 3 and even Reach, those guys are gone.
No, let's talk
They're not
names.
there anymore.
Let's talk names. Hold on.
Yeah.
Frank O'Connor is the main person who stayed that was from Bungie when they was when it was a good Halo, right?
Yeah.
He wasn't
Right.
running things.
Mhm.
That was the issue. They should have gave him.
I don't know why Bonnie's running shit. Like I don't like.
Right? Yeah, like they keep giving it to other people, and I'm thinking like, what the fuck, like. You know
But
what I mean? Like,
I don't think Halo Infinite's issues with story. It's the optimization of the game on all the
it's
hardware.
who's running it, bro.
Yeah, no, it's
Right.
who's running it as well because
The issue.
with proper leadership,
No, I was
there's
gonna
a
get to
plan.
Halo Infinite, right? My issue with Halo Infinite, I put his blame solely on Matt Booty. Because Matt Booty is in charge of First Party Studios. He should have seen that shit. Matt Booty was supposed to look at that. No, he was supposed to Chris Lee, tell Chris Lee, what the fuck is this bullshit? Look at Gears 5. Look what the coalition doing. You got a bigger budget, more staff, and you doing this shit? Nah, I put it solely at Matt Booty. You in charge of First Party. You were supposed to make the Master Chief.
Matt Booty is the man, huh? He the man?
But yeah.
Game studios. So if you don't blame Matt Booty, who do you blame? Who do you blame? Like who's managing these studios?
All right. Let's stop blaming Matt
Booty's
Booty.
job.
I want to see the meme.
Here's the
Booty's
bottom
job
line,
is
though.
the head of First Party Studios.
Here's the bottom line: the Warriors weren't as good. The Warriors weren't as good when Kevin Durant left. Same situation.
Yep.
You still have some of the Warriors,
No.
but you
Kevin
don't have
Durant
the
was
whole
a
team.
part of the team.
Right.
You know
Yep.
what? You know what people forgetting about the Warriors?
Sticky booty.
Who put the Warriors team together minus Kevin Durant?
Yeah,
Mac Jackson. Is
Mark
the
Jackson.
person who's in
Just
charge
call
of the
him-
team?
yeah, but then look, Steph Curry got hurt, Klay Thompson got hurt.
Well,
Yep.
we'll see. We'll see next year how they can actually perform without Kevin Durant when everybody's healthy. I agree with Damon about the leadership aspect of managing your studios and making sure that everything's on track. Because if you looked at that demo as somebody from leadership, you cannot sit here and say, "Oh,
Yeah, I was
This-
upset.
this is great, and this is ready to go." No. this is not a good showing of what Xbox Series X is really about and being the most powerful
So
console
you
on the planet."
cannot put out on 343.
No, yes, you can because they're the
Bro.
ones making the game.
This is what I'm saying. So you telling me then basically Matt Booty ain't doing his job?
Oh, nobody at
Matt Booty's
Microsoft is doing their
he's the
job.
head-
Yeah,
No,
now,
listen.
now at the
You
end,
know,
hold
I think
on. Listen to
everybody
what
got his
Bond
thing mixed up.
said.
Wait.
Hold on.
What's
Listen to
Phil's
what,
job?
address what he just said. He said nobody's doing their job. Come on, bro.
And I'm gonna you know why I'm gonna disagree with that?
How?
Phil's
Oh
job.
God.
Phil has been promoted to a VP. He's head of Xbox, right?
Yeah.
When you, I don't know if, no, hear me out. In his hierarchy, people think Phil's job is still to manage shit. Phil's job is to find resources for the Xbox team. His job is to convince Microsoft to invest in Xbox. That's
500 million wasn't enough?
to get investors and to get Microsoft to put money into Xbox. Matt Booty's job is to make sure that the studios are pumping out high quality games.
Mm-hmm.
His job is to be going from studio to studio. What are you working on? What's the projects you want to do? Then he presents it to Phil and say, hey, these guys want to work on a new project, grounded. This is what we're looking at, boom, boom, boom. But then Phil, Matt Booty is who this responsibility falls on because he sees everything. He okays everything before he goes to Phil.
Matt Booty came from Minecraft, by the way.
Hold on.
Exactly. So he should have never even been in that position.
Here's the problem.
Day, everything looks better than Minecraft. So
How do you
to
spell
him,
Matt
Booty like SpongeBob.
Listen,
Like,
who was the guy from PlayStation?
You guys remember what it showed for Infinite Memory Zero? What was it?
Yeah.
Infinite Memory.
Yeah,
something?
Bright Memory Infinite.
There's no way that should have looked better than Halo. When Matt Booty see that and he see Halo, he's supposed to say, "What the fuck? You guys gotta go home. You guys gotta go to home." One man in China is out doing a $500 million budget. Outsourcing and all kinds of shit. One dude in China.
So
listen, I would have got 343. That shit. You telling me they can't draw better than that shit?
I'm confused. You literally just said that it's not 343's fault and just named everything of why
it's his fault not to gut it.
What are we talking about?
I'm sorry.
What are y'all talking about?
Isn't that true though? Yo, he's actually bringing some pretty valid points.
What are y'all talking about?
He said, "How is it the home?"
343 is not the problem, but they can't throw, they can't catch, they can't run, they can't. So it is 343's fault.
Yeah, it's 343. It's leadership as well.
It's leadership because that means Matt Booty is not on top of them to say, listen, this is the competition. This is what their shit looks like. At least let me see Halo look like this shit. Oh, you know what they say? Oh, halfway through production, we move from Unreal to the slip space. From the first time in 2018,
well,
I see
who
that
hired
slip
him,
space
bro?
engine. I asked them,
Who
what
hired
the
this
fuck
nigga?
is this?
You're saying everything I said.
Yo,
nobody at
Yo,
Microsoft
Damon,
is doing their job.
Damon, you're fucking hired. Oh my god.
Listen, personally, I would go in and I would say, every week, let me see what you walking on. Let me see what you walking on. And I'm going to show them, listen, this is the level we at. If your shit ain't up to here, you got to find a new job.
That's
You fucking up.
But you know what?
They get paid top dollar. Listen, when it comes to the Master Chief, I hold no bone because the Master Chief on his respect. Right now, you got people out there shitting on the Master Chief. That's bullshit.
So here's the question, though: who's to say Matt? Who's to say Matt Booty wasn't doing that?
Next topic here, because that shit just gave me animated.
Who's to say Matt Booty didn't do that? Because look at all the extra help they've been hiring.
If Matt Booty did that shit, Matt Booty is the head of first party studio. Matt Booty makes the last decision other than Phil.
No, but I'm saying who's to say that Matt Booty wasn't firing people from 3433 because
But he fired the right people then.
Because you've heard that they've been bringing in all this extra talent.
But
some people quit
the
too.
right people. Okay, let me ask you guys. We ain't even that level because he way out of our pay grade. His salary could pay all lifetime salary. But let me ask you, which one on the panel would have approved showing that shit?
Nobody but Smooth.
If I was there, I would have said,
Nobody
you guys
but
gotta go
Smooth
back to
and
the
Nick.
drawing board and fix this shit. The same thing happened with God of War. Who was the guy from PlayStation? I forgot his name. He looked at God of War and said, "This is a piece of shit. Work on your game." That's it.
Yeah, and he got demoted for that.
Listen, as much as everybody
They demoted him after he they demoted him after he Go ahead.
No,
my
but
bad.
what I'm saying, though, kid, Smooth, right? As much as everybody's clowning Halo right now,
Yeah.
everybody, 100% of the gaming industry, whether you're a pony or an Xbox, would rather Halo come showing all his glory because Halo and Master Chief has earned that respect. Because when you play Halo 5, Halo 5 isn't a bad game, you know. But you know what the issue is with Halo 5? Where the fuck the Master Chief? You can't tell me I'm using Locke. Who the hell is Locke? Who the fuck is Locke?
Well, here's the thing. It wasn't about lock. It was about it being a bad game. Because Halo 2, you played as the Arbiter most of the time, and people did not have a problem with that.
Yeah, I've always said Halo 5's campaign has a structural issue.
And
The
plus
mission
the way it was
layout is dumb.
marketing as
The
well,
marketing
like,
that was pumped behind that game and how they tried to hype up this big confrontation between two Spartans, and it was just relegated to a cutscene, and then you fight this. It was just a shit show campaign. Multiplayer is fine though.
You're going around and around the Mulberry Bush. The problem is they made Locke disrespectful to the chief. You don't step up to the chief. Use a Spartan,
No,
you
that's
know your
not
role.
a
You don't
reason a
step
game
up.
is bad. Arbiter stepped up to the chief too.
Yeah,
he got his
Arbiter
ass
stepped
whooped
up
and
to
he
the
knows. And yeah, but the Arbiter know his place.
No,
He ain't gonna
because
do
the
that shit
chief
again.
said that the Arbiter would be on equal terms and could probably have an equal chance of killing him.
Man, the chief for being nice.
So
No,
here's
you
the
know
thing.
nobody.
Chief ain't that type of guy. He a noble guy, dog.
If the chief says a guy is a threat to him, he's a threat.
So here's the thing. Where do we go from here in terms of Halo Infinite? Because it's clearly a mess over there. It's very dysfunctional.
That's what I was gonna say. Is like I don't know what you Halo nerds are talking about, but as far as the game, as far as the game being delayed, that's a great thing for the game. I mean, I'm glad that Microsoft and 343 were able to listen to the criticisms, right, and be like, yo, maybe people are right. Maybe we should, get this shit together and whatever. This is our biggest franchise, and we got to get this shit right. So it being delayed is absolutely amazing for the game. For the Series X launch, it's a big
They need to
blow for the
scrap that
Series X launch.
slipspace engine.
But I don't know what engine. I don't know what the problem is, right?
Scrap that engine.
I don't know.
Come on.
All I
You
know
guys
is that
started the
one of the
initial
main
reveal in
problems is that.
2018.
Hold on, let me finish, dude. All I know is that one of the main problems is obviously quality control management, right? As far as like how the technical aspects of the engine and what's going on, I really don't know. I don't know if that information is out there. But it's a good thing that the game is getting delayed. And I think Microsoft should absolutely cut off this 2013 old weak-ass Jaguar hardware. You know what I mean?
DDR3.
I agree with that shit.
I don't know about that. Like I said, I have beef with these the stupid delays. One, if I'm Microsoft, I'm severely pissed. Like, you get rid of management, you put somebody who can deliver the fucking game, and then you fucking chew out whoever directed the art director, and then you're already millions and millions of dollars in a hole because you had to pay for that marketing budget because the marketing was scheduled to start now, and they have to pay for it because all the marketing material is already done. So, and we don't know when the game is coming out. So that's what the thing is. I know a lot of people, conveniently needed to hate on Halo. Like me personally, I wasn't mad at what I saw. I really wanted to play Halo. And like I said, I don't see the delay.
Get a better Halo.
No, I don't think so. I don't see the delay being worth it
for any piece of ass you can get. That's what it is,
bro. Shut up. I don't see the delay being worth it because I don't think they're gonna be turning this game into what you guys think is gonna be. The shit is not gonna come looking like Avatar tomorrow. It's not.
So that's a good point you bring up.
That's even worse. If it doesn't come out
No. That's not true because we've seen development cycles turn around and games get delayed 2-3 years and come out looking completely
2-3 years, bro. I want this game now. I don't want to wait 2-3 years.
I understand. I'm not saying the game's gonna get delayed 2 or 3 years because according to a lot of these rumors, they're saying the latest 2022. How true that is, we don't know. Like I said, it's speculation at this point. What's abundantly clear with Halo Infinite and 343 Industries is that there's something wrong. There's a disconnect between what the leadership wants to do with the game and what the devs want to do with the game, right? And the game is not coming out the way a lot of people expected it to come out and what it was hyped to be based on the previous 2 showings of the game last year and in 2018, right? So in terms of that, you never know what can happen with that. They can just say, yo, fuck it. It's not coming out 2021. It's coming out 2022 and we're canceling the Xbox One version. That can happen. That's a possibility. Is it going to happen? According to the community manager, is not. For now. things can always change because remember, the Xbox One came out in 2013, is running a slow ass processor that's what, like 10 times weaker than the Xbox Series X processor, DDR3 RAM, and a slow ass Rust hard drive. Like, are you gonna build your game for that and then just say, yeah, the Xbox Series X version is just 4K? If you're gonna do that, then you're seriously compromising the design of your game, and it's not gonna be what it could potentially have been if you just drop it on Series X and build the game around that hardware. That's it.
Right. Theoretically, you'll get a much better game as far as quality, right? It was like the things you can do in the game and the frame rates and the resolution and stuff.
I don't know. Will we? I mean, will we? We're still getting 2D games on the PS5 and the Series X, so I mean, I don't buy that bullshit.
That's fine. That's fine. But hold on. But this is what I was saying 6 months ago, or more than that, when we started this. When we started this back up, I kept saying that it's like, yo, like scalability. You know, the old hardware is gonna hold some of these new games up. I'm not saying that the new games are gonna be bad, but I think there's more they can do with the new hardware. But if they're tied with the old hardware, there's gonna be restraints. And now we see people finally get it after they were fighting that fight, right? We see Ryan McCaffrey change his mind. We see all these people changing their minds, and something that was common sense by somebody like me who's not a developer. I'm not a technical person, but it's like, yo, it's common sense. When people,
why does Red Dead Redemption 2 look so good? It looks better.
Wait. Can I say this?
And it's on the Xbox One.
Can I say this? Resolution and frame rates can always be scaled. It's the core design of your game and how many assets you're trying to load in on screen. That's the issue. If you're building it around Xbox One, you can't load in as many higher resolution, not even higher resolution.
What was Red Dead Redemption 2 built around of? Because that's...
Listen, I'm trying to explain to you right now. Because Red Dead's a similar situation, right? Where the design of the game was built with Xbox One in mind, right? But on Xbox One versus Xbox One X and even PC, right? You can't load in as many things on the console version of the game like you can on the PC version. Plus, it's running like the texture quality is way lower. The game does not look as good on base Xbox One versus Xbox One X. Why? Because you have more horsepower on your GPU. When we're talking about Halo, right? We're talking about a next-gen game, a game that should be built for newer hardware from the ground up. They're saying, no, we're not doing that. We're building this game for an old-ass hardware from 7 years ago. It's been in development
for 5 years. So, I mean, by the time the development started, the Xbox One was still prime. It was still a prime console.
If you talk to a lot of these quote-unquote insiders, they'll say, no, the game wasn't in development for 5 years. It was in production for 2. So you could talk to them about that, right? But the biggest thing is that everything from character models to vehicles, item meshes, textures, audio, all that stuff, you can't put the highest quality assets on Xbox One. You just cannot do that and then think, oh, the Xbox Series X version is just going to be significantly better. No, it's just going to be a 720p version of the game running on 4K. That's it. That's all you're essentially doing by making it for old hardware.
We're going to take Chris... stance.
Yeah, let's wait and see.
We gonna wait and see because I don't know about all this.
We're gonna be waiting for a while to see.
Let me say a couple words on this. Here's the one thing nobody wants to say, but what is the reality of the situation? Bungie wanted to be done with Halo and Microsoft after Halo 2. They had 2 more games to make, so they made Halo 3, and rather than go beyond Halo 3, they decided to make a prequel in Reach. Halo should have ended after Halo 3. If it's not made by Bungie, it should have just ended.
They ain't have shit though. They only had Halo. They only had Halo.
Like I'm sorry, but
so you guys don't see Destiny as the actual evolution of Halo.
That's the spiritual successor. Absolutely,
Destiny it's the evolution of Halo.
Right.
It is.
But when you talking about Halo the franchise itself.
Halo 3 should be the ending of the franchise. Should have been it. It would have wrapped up.
Then they should have.
The way it's coming out now, you're probably right, Bond.
Because Halo, what is Halo? What is Halo 4 5 really to the Halo universe?
Good fucking games.
Nothing.
No, it's good. It's just saying
great. I don't care anybody. Y'all go back and play Halo fucking 4 right now on your Xbox One X. Play that game. Tell me if that shit's trash.
You know what Halo 4 and Halo 5 are? Gears of War Judgment.
No.
Hell no.
That's
blasphemy.
That's blasphemy.
Halo 3 is the pinnacle of Halo.
I mean, Halo 3, a pinnacle for its time, but I'm like Halo 4 and Halo 5 was no slouch. I'm sick and tired of people having like this.
Halo 4 and Halo 5 were very good.
Smooth. When did you get? You didn't even have an original Xbox.
So what? I still beat a Halo 2 on the original Xbox. I didn't because I didn't own it. Like that's back in 2004. Like you could actually sleep over your cousin's house and play and fucking all day, all night type of game. Like I was like, come on, it's 2004, bro. Like you know, like come on. Like I didn't need to own it to freaking play it.
So when Bond says Halo 3 is the best Halo game, it is because during that time its impact in the community, and if you because people have revisionist history, go back to 2010 and look at how popular Halo 3 was from 2007 all the way up to like 2011, 2012. That game was the most popular first-person shooter on the market aside from Call of Duty.
Copies.
Yeah, I was about to
Yeah,
say,
it was the most popular shoot, but
And it was
best
pretty probably acclaimed.
Make it the best.
So what Bond is saying is that Halo 4 and Halo 5 doesn't have the impact during this time that Halo 3 had, and I agree.
yeah, Halo
4 sold out the gate when it came out, so I don't know why.
Halo 3 was the end of Halo
And
because
we're looking at it from a specific
I don't
standpoint. Then Halo 3 was the peak of the franchise.
The peak and the ending of a saga. It was the perfect ending for a trilogy.
Nobody talk about the campaign though. Like you know,
Halo 3,
right?
Are you kidding
wasn't
me?
the best. It wasn't the best.
It wasn't the best campaign. No, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
It was the best multiplayer.
It was just the best multiplayer, so it killed it.
Fighting two scarabs wasn't awesome.
I didn't say it wasn't awesome. I'm just saying it wasn't the best. All right, so you telling me that Halo 3 had the best campaign?
And
I'm talking about
yes.
From an impact standpoint, that game and its
Two was
you can take whatever.
I'm
not gonna listen. Can I finish my point really quick? Campaign is subjective. You like whatever campaign you want.
I disagree.
Look at the impact of whatever Halo game came out during that time and how well it did during that time. That's all it is. Halo 3 was one of the most successful Halo games to ever come out, period. That's it.
Successful games, period. But here's the thing, though. Halo 1 was rushed. They had to copy and paste the levels over and over to artificially extend it. Halo 2 was rushed. They didn't even get to finish the last two levels. Oh, finish the fight. Game over. Bye, guys. Wrap it up. They didn't even get to finish Halo 2. So Halo 1's campaign was artificially stretched. Halo 2's campaign wasn't really completed. Halo 3 was the first and only campaign that actually had enough time and energy that was fully finished.
It was too bad it wasn't the best.
It was the best. Unless you feel like walking
to
up
me,
and down.
CE was the best, but
you like walking up and down the library for hours.
Yep.
In the same copy-pasted corridors over and over.
I enjoyed it then more than now, but of course, I would say 2 is the best now if I replay both.
Definitely not 2.
What? The different aspects with Arbiter and
objectively, Arbiter was the third game. Objectively speaking, 3rd is actually the only complete campaign. The other 2 are rushed campaigns.
Don't make it the best.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It don't make it the best. That's the only time I agree with you. St. Thomas.
Damien, do you have a YouTube channel?
The Fan Zone. It's sporadic right now.
What's it called? The Fan Zone?
Yep.
Uh-oh.
All right, let's get into
the NFL Fan Zone. How do I subscribe? Oh.
No. It's the Fan Zone.
There's no
Fan Zone?
Where doesn't have any videos on it? Instagram Rise Foot or whatever?
They have a few videos on it.
Instagram Rise Foot?
Hell
exactly. No. Look what Versatile said. Halo 3 is the most played Halo in the collection.
It's the most popular. That don't make it the best though. Like what is?
I'm not saying it's the best. I'm saying what was the most popular.
You know what I mean? Subjectively,
it's all about your experience.
Uncharted 4 is the best-selling Uncharted, but
it's all about your experience playing the game. But objectively speaking,
well, when we talk about like if you personally feel is the best, that's subjective. But when we talking about like the actual like impact, like Halo 3 was like the peak.
But when you doing a game that got single player and multiplayer, it wasn't the campaign that made Halo 3 great. Like that's what.
Yeah, it was the perfect ending.
Okay.
No. All right.
Well, one
Right.
of the things about Halo, right? At least like the older Halo, I haven't. One of the thing about Halo was it was one of those games that had a really great campaign and really great multiplayer, right? It was one of the few games that actually had like the balance of both, right, or the best of
Yep.
both worlds.
Until after
Right.
3. Yeah.
I don't care what I feel like. The first 3 Halos, yeah, they were awesome, but 3, 4, 3, I don't feel like they. I don't feel. I think Halo 5 is one of the better multiplayers in the Halo franchise. Halo 4, to me feels like one of the best campaigns I've ever experienced in Halo. That and Reach, but
Reach, I think, is where it went downhill because one, it was Bungie just saying we want to get this game the fuck out of here so we can move on, and it had some 343, one of the 343 people that stayed there. 2, they did the cardinal sin that ruined Halo forever. They added sprint.
this sprint, nah, dude, you
Sprint is
can't
trash in Halo.
keep Halo fucking jogging the entire time with all these other.
Increase the regular walk speed. Increase the walk speed then.
Hey man,
Sprinting
Halo
Halo does not
MCC
exist.
Halo MCC live stream tonight. Come to my YouTube channel. There we go. That's it.
All right,
End of the debate.
Final subject. Let's talk about Dill Picklehead in his interview with Ryan McCaffrey. Xbox Game Pass being compared to basic cable. Jeff Keighley had a lot of praise for PlayStation 5 upcoming move and a lot of nothing for Xbox. And
He has some praise for Xbox.
no,
I can read you the full quote. I got
go
it.
ahead, read the full quote, Jay.
All right, so this is what Jeff Keighley said. He says, Sony's challenge is the price and premium experience and making sure people purchase into that this year. Xbox's challenge is that Xbox Game Pass is great, but needs to have really good flagship games so that it doesn't become basic cable package where there's a lot of cool stuff, but what I really want is HBO. He also states that what people really care about are big games that move the needle and that are not okay games. He also continues to speak about how Microsoft has been marketing the Xbox Series X as the world's most powerful console, but hasn't done anything to truly display that yet. So he's not
I don't see
Game Pass
what
is
is
basic
he
cable.
saying wrong.
He's saying
What is he saying wrong?
He's saying Xbox Game Pass is great. They just need more content, more first-party content on there. That's it.
They need to have really great content because if they don't, then it could just be just a basic cable pack. But if they have great content on there, then it's more inclined to HBO. I don't understand everything you just read right there. Like, what did Jeff Keighley say that was wrong?
People on Twitter
The issue isn't what
misconstrue
he
it.
said, it's who said it. It's who said it. Right now, Jeff Keighley's known not to be a neutral person. If it was somebody more neutral, it would have been accepted. But everybody
How is Jeff Keighley not?
But hold on. That's not
Keighley-
even a point you can make because even if Jeff Keighley isn't neutral, what his statement is saying, regardless if you feel he's neutral or not, the statements that he's saying isn't wrong.
I don't see Game Pass as basic cable.
The issue
But
is
he's not saying that it is. He said if they don't have compelling IPs on Game Pass, then it's going to be like basic cable. That's what he said.
But you're not hearing what I'm saying. It's not his statement. His statement is 80 to 90% correct. You see what I'm saying? The issue is who said it. The fact of the matter
because
is
in your
Jeff
mind it's a
Keighley
conspiracy that he's
no, it's no conspiracy. Jeff Keighley's on Kojima's nuts. Kojima walks with Sony.
That doesn't have nothing to do
with yeah,
I don't understand
It
the
has
point
nothing
right
to
here.
do with that.
Jeff Keighley is hyping, blowing into a control. Blowing into a control.
That
Jeff
doesn't.
Keighley,
What
listen
does that have
to-
to do with his statement?
Jeff
though?
Keighley, because like I said, it's not the statement, it's who made the statement. If it was somebody a bit more neutral,
All right,
the fact
Chris.
of the matter is, in the gaming
Chris,
industry,
Chris,
One equals two, no matter who
90%
says
of the
it.
journalists are Sony
Chris,
fans.
what have I been saying for
90%
what have I
of them
been
are
saying
Sony
for the
fans.
past month? What have I been saying on this podcast for the past month? I've been saying the same exact thing this man said, and what people say in the comment. What did they say in the chat? Oh, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. This, and that. Who is this guy? I said the same shit. Game Pass is a very compelling option. It's a great deal, But
It is.
if they don't have a lot of first party content that's extremely compelling to go on Game Pass, then it's not going to be as appealing as just buying a PS5 and having a whole bunch of content on there. Oh, you're a fanboy. This and that. Just for me having that opinion.
That's
So
why
I don't know.
Just for somebody saying, hey, the PlayStation right now is on fire and Xbox need to step it up. Oh, he's not neutral. Look at him. He's more towards the Sony camp. Look at him.
You guys,
like,
you
come
see,
on,
that's
man.
the thing. Like you said, for somebody to say it, this somebody is Jeff Keighley.
Keighley.
Who everybody knows is more biased towards Sony.
Yeah, but
It's just
I'm telling you,
if Hip Hop Gamer came out and said it, what would we say? We would say the same thing. He's more biased to Sony.
But it doesn't.
Tell me, what's the compelling software to get a PlayStation 5? Tell me, what's the compelling software for me to go and buy a PlayStation 5?
1 + 1 = 2, no matter who says it.
No, but you answer my question.
Hold on, what's compelling software for you? I don't know. I don't know what type of game you like. For me,
For the
I can tell you
PlayStation 5,
I can tell you Miles Morales,
Spider-Man, Gran Turismo.
I can tell you all
Horizon is not
Ratchet-
coming out in 2 months.
Ratchet
And Horizon.
Oh, you talking about launch
But these
day
are
one
not games that are
right?
coming out in 2 months.
We don't know when they're coming out.
We're talking about Miles Morales.
Exactly.
That's the biggest one.
We don't know.
No, Miles
See,
Morales is
you're
coming
being,
out at
being
launch.
disingenuous. You said, what are games we should look forward to on the PlayStation 5? I named you games, and then you said they're not
in the next
launching.
2 months. I said in the next 2 months.
We don't
at launch,
know.
What should I
You're
pick up?
asking a question
Okay.
that nobody
But
knows about.
Jeff
I got
Keighley
one.
is
Miles
hyping
Morales.
the launch of the
Miles
PS5.
Morales. Miles
Nobody knows. Come
Miles
on,
Morales.
really? Really?
all
Yeah.
right.
$39.99.
Can we
his feet wet.
Yeah.
can we address the comment directly though?
Yeah.
The comments back.
What's everybody's thoughts in the comment? Let's just say that.
All right, fuck Jeff Keighley. That's my comment.
If anything, it's being generous because I refer to Game Pass as gaming on food stamps.
Here's the thing.
EBT gaming. EBT gaming. And hey, Bond, you
Let me read
that.
this super chat right quick before I forget.
Okay, let him read the super chat.
Facio 007 says he said that he prefers one console on the other and why people has a problem with it. It is fine if he is a Sony fanboy. He present himself as an unbiased journalist. I guess he's saying the reason why people have
but you can't prove. But you can't prove just because you can't prove that he's actually.
Nobody prefers Xbox over
nobody can
PlayStation.
prove-
at that
oh my
point.
God.
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
Yeah, they do.
Oh, what do you mean you can't
No,
prove it?
stop. Y'all gotta stop this.
And you have an agenda against Xbox, and you're all.
Hold on, don't
You
attack the
can't
guy
be
like
saying
that, fam. Hold on, Chris.
Come
Hold on.
on. Come
You
on.
my man,
guys
Chris.
Really sit there.
Hold on.
All of Jeff Keighley shit for the past
Nah,
2 years
because
and not say
y'all come
Jeff
out here. Oh,
Keighley's
it's
a
Jeff
Sony
Keighley,
fan?
so you know he.
Yo, fuck Jeff Keighley, man.
Jeff
word
Keighley.
up.
Jeff Keighley is.
So
Here's
that
the
makes
thing.
The statement he's saying
Yeah.
is, like, oh, we can't take that.
Here's the
serious
problem with
because
Jeff Keighley, right?
But the shit that he's saying is true.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
he's just an opinion. There's nothing
No,
true
I
about what he
agree with
said.
Chris.
It's who it came from.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, it does.
It does matter who it came from. Jeff Keighley has a lot of fucking pull.
If I
Like,
tell
come
you that Jerry Rice
No,
is the best
fuck
wide
him.
receiver in the world, it doesn't matter
Look.
who it came from. 1 + 1 = 2. The only people that care about who
But this
says
is not
things
1
are not
+ 1. This is
Yes, it
2
is.
+ 1, and you try to
No,
make it
no,
2.
it's not. Okay, what did you play on Game Pass this month?
Okay,
That
let
was
me
good.
ask you. Let's talk basic logic. Let's talk basic logic. 229.
I'm not interested in logic. We're talking about facts.
No. And I'm gonna ask you one basic
Logic
question.
is facts.
In
No,
your
it's not.
opinion,
Logic is not
Death
facts. Go ahead.
Stranding game of the year material?
No.
In your opinion?
No.
Is what?
But
What
it,
on what game of the
was
year?
there.
It was a
It's
nominee, but
game
it's
of the
not
year
my
material.
opinion. You're talking about opinions versus facts. And here's the fact. What did you play on
But
Game
this
Pass?
is-
Wait. Jeff Keighley said an opinion. What about Jeff Keighley
What
was
did
facts
you
that you guys are
play
backing
on
up?
Game Pass
Okay.
new this month?
I am playing
What
Darksiders
did
Genesis.
you
I
play
am playing
on Game Pass
Battletoads.
that was Battletoads? Exactly. Now, Battletoads is not basic cable.
But you didn't hear when I said Darksiders Genesis as well.
I said new. Is Darksiders Genesis a new game?
Yes, it came out on Game Pass 2 weeks ago.
Is it a new game?
Yes,
Wasteland
it is.
3 comes out
Because
tomorrow. It's in Game
when
Pass.
did let me ask you. When did it come available for the PS4? When did it come available for the PS4? About a month ago. Remember
Darkseid-
Stadia
What
had
does
it
it have
locked
to
up?
do
Not a
with
new
it?
Stadia had it locked
Okay,
up for
what does
6
this all have to
months.
do?
Next bond is he playing Wasteland 3.
The game came out in 2019. It's not a new game.
All right.
It's almost a year
Stadia
old.
had it locked. Stadia
wow.
had the exclusive lock on it until
Look, let me-
earlier this month.
Let me ask you guys something. You guys use streaming services, right? Now I understand we consume media different, video games from other forms of media differently, right? But if a particular streaming service doesn't have content on it, what are you gonna do? You're gonna cancel that shit,
Cancel
right?
it and look elsewhere.
You're going to cancel it.
No. It's
But
It's
with
subjective.
Hold on, let him
video,
finish.
can I finish my point? With video games in particular,
Yeah.
right? It's like Jeff said, people pay attention to big titles that move the needle. Do they not?
Of course.
Like, of course, we play indies.
I don't. You know
We
what?
play
I don't
indies.
agree with that. I don't agree
No,
with that.
come on.
Let me finish
Yeah.
this. We
people
play
are buying sales,
indies.
People are buying big third-party games more. Than
We
anything else.
play indies and everything like that, but
Those
when
are
there's
just
when there's a
very
big
nice.
when there's a big AAA game being heavily marketed and you see it everywhere, you go to the store, you go to YouTube, wherever it's at, you see that game, you're interested, right? Depends on what it is, but for the most part, a lot of people are going to be interested on a AAA title that's marketed very well, right? If you don't have the content to back the platform that you're trying to push, nobody's going to adopt it. That's the thing.
So I don't understand. I still don't understand the point. I still don't understand the
Let me
point.
tell you where the flaw.
Yeah.
Let me tell you where the flaw is in your argument, in your point.
If there's no content to back your platform, why am I going to adopt it? What's so hard to understand about that?
What's the biggest game for the past 10 years? The biggest game, the single biggest game.
The Witcher 3.
GTA
No,
5.
Grand Theft Auto
Yeah.
5.
GTA 5.
Grand Theft
All
Auto
right, all
5.
right,
GTA
all right, GTA, all right, GTA, all right, sold a
That's
lot.
the
All right, go
biggest
ahead.
thing. And that's in Game Pass.
And it
Wait,
doesn't
what's
move the
the game?
needle because
It
everybody
doesn't
already
move the
played
needle.
it.
Everybody already
PS
played
Plus.
it.
It was on
We're
PS
Talking,
Plus.
we're talking about first party
No,
content. You're
No,
talking
no,
about
no,
third
no,
party.
no,
We're talking
no.
about first party.
No, you moving
And
the
most
needle.
third
Yeah,
now
hold
you're
on.
saying
Day
first
one.
party.
Oh my
Now
god.
you're saying first party. You didn't say first
But that's
party.
what he
You
said.
said
That's what his
first
quote
party.
said. That's what his quote said.
But first parties are not the biggest selling games. They are not the ones that
Oh
move the
my
needle.
What do you mean?
Tell that to Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing just sold like 21
Animal Crossing,
million.
Pokemon,
Listen,
Mario,
listen.
Horizon,
Okay.
God of
Spider-Man,
War,
God of
Uncharted,
War,
Spider-Man.
Uncharted, The
Stop
Last
it!
of
No,
Us.
no,
Spider-Man
stop
back
it! When
in
you
MTV.
said that, you just lost. When you said that, you just lost. Don't no,
People
no.
buy machines
No.
for exclusives.
No.
You guys
No.
want to talk Animal Crossing? Okay, Animal Crossing was Nintendo's biggest game for 2020, right?
Yeah.
That's Nintendo's big game for 2020.
Yep.
What else? What else?
Rice
The
Eater
last-
79
we talking about big
says.
games,
Wasn't
like,
a
that's
game.
selling really well. The Last of Us 2,
What?
Ghost of Tsushima, they're all selling really well.
Wait. No. Listen, one game. You guys talk Animal Crossing. No. You just said Animal Crossing sell 21 million copies. That was Nintendo's big game for 2020. What else? In March, January, and today.
Oh, you talking about the
big game Nintendo had for the year.
All right, let me get this.
What's the next big game Nintendo had for the year?
Nothing.
The fact of the matter
But what does that have to?
Nintendo-
What does that have to do with his state? I don't get like.
Because if that's the only game coming out, that's all you can buy unless you
Alright.
don't put your Switch down to
Hold on.
DOS.
Super chats.
I don't
Rice
understand what all this has to do with Jeff Keighley said.
Rice Eater 79 says, "Is Jeff Keighley fault SSX hasn't shown anything?" Question mark. Facial 007
fine.
says the problem is Phil giving him a free pass and exclusive content and reveals, and he is using that in his own favor. That is true. Try to calm you guys. I know you guys, love you some Jeff Keighley and shit. But Jeff Keighley, I have a couple problems with him. Right? He's clearly and I don't care that he's biased. I think most of the media related people are biased as fuck.
Here we go with the bias.
Yeah, it is what it is. That motherfucker leaked that. Oh, you guys you thought I spoiled this motherfucker spoiled E3 for me. This nigga leaked this Xbox One X pricing right before they fucking went on stage at my first E3.
What Xbox guys sound like? They sound like a woman refusing to take
accountability. No. So Jeff Keighley did that shit, and Jeff Keighley was the one that fucking made everybody asked the shaming question. So what do you got to say for those who don't have internet? When he asked that question to fucking
that's a legitimate question.
Yeah. Oh, so
Dumbass.
just like that. That's all you got to say for them. No. He made the interview even much worse. And then with this thing, I don't know why people are shocked that people are don't agree, but You comparing it to basic cable. I don't understand what's true about that statement. Xbox has first party content.
He's not.
They've had big games.
Saying is you're getting shows on the CW. You're not getting shows like Game of Thrones on HBO.
What was Gears 5 when it released? What was Forza Horizon 4 when it released? Like what was it?
That was great content.
Jeff is not saying that right now Game Pass is basic. It's like basic cable. He said that Xbox needs to continue to put out quality content on Game Pass regularly. Or else, if they don't, it's just gonna be like basic cable without like premium or anything like that. He's not saying that it's basic cable right
That's
now.
all he said, yo.
That's all he said. There's nothing else to add to it.
They twist the words, of course.
That's what I'm saying. It's people on Twitter twisting the words, trying to make it seem like.
And speaking of that, let me fucking attack everybody that I see on fucking Twitter each day. No, for real. This is where I wanted to get off my fucking chest because, dude, I swear to God, a lot of these dudes are on this fucking daily campaign. I don't know if they need to like send out reminders that Xbox sucks or some shit like that, but it's like, bro, I get it, dude. Like, for example,
no, you don't get it, Smooth.
Yeah, I do, Bond. It's the only reason why you guys hate tweets from me. You guys hate tweets from me because I only tweet as a active response to the same bullshit I see every day. How many times can somebody say or tweet the same fucking shit every day?
You're not listening, because if you got it, you would understand why Xbox is trash. But
fuck out of here!
Oh, shit.
Fuck out of here! No, nah. This is where I become fucking unbearable. All right, here's the thing, right? I'm sick and tired of these people fucking lying, saying people only criticize PlayStation, criticize Xbox because they want Xbox to do better. They want better for competition. Shut the fuck up. That is not true. It's a fucking lie. No PlayStation fanboy wants Xbox to be successful. No PlayStation fanboy wants Xbox to do what's best for Xbox because it goes against their fucking belief and their competition. Yeah, if you as a PlayStation fans only be like, oh, Xbox sucks, PlayStation sells this, Metascore this, Metascore that. Trust me, they thrive. No, Bond, you don't fucking count. Like, you don't fucking count. No, it's a fucking lie. I think I'm the most sensible fanboy ever. I hate the Nintendo Switch. Why is it the least platform I talk about?
First of all,
why? Why? Why am I not threatened by the console that lapped the Xbox? Why am I not threatened by it?
Because it already destroyed you.
No, really? Really? Nah, man. Okay.
Yes, people want the Xbox to be better. You know why?
No, they don't. You do because you have benefit from it.
Listen. And you know who else benefited the Xbox from being better?
Who?
PlayStation 4 gamers. PlayStation 3 gamers.
So according to I don't want to hear that bullshit. According to these fucking ponies, the PlayStation 4 is the greatest console ever, and the Xbox barely competed. So how's that? So that it didn't benefit PlayStation. It didn't do them any better or worse.
No.
You missed the point completely.
PS3 to PS4.
PS3 to PS4's improvement was because the Xbox was doing better.
Oh, so you guys call paying for PlayStation Plus an improvement? So paying now, you had it free, now you're paying for it. That's an improvement.
But everybody else besides Smooth understands what I'm saying, correct?
No, I understand. No, because here's the thing. No, it's bullshit. It's a fucking lie. No, like you're looking at it. You're looking at it in terms of improvement. I'm looking at it into the point of these so-called fucking fans. Like, I don't believe that any of these fans are working their ass off to bash Xbox day in and day out for Xbox to do better. They don't give a fuck.
Of course. I mean, that's the thing. It's like, of course you're going to have fanboys. You're going to have PlayStation fanboys who's always going to poke fun at. Even when Xbox does something good, they're going to find a negative in it, right?
So how is that making it? How is that making it better? Like, how is that? Like, that does nothing.
No. But here's the small bit. What I'm talking about those people. But then there are people who genuinely are criticizing Xbox because they want to see it do. They want Xbox to do better. You know what I mean?
I don't believe that.
You can't discount every single criticism about the Xbox right now as just everybody just hating on the Xbox. That's not
everybody's hating on the Xbox.
Let me help Smooth out. Let me help because I feel smooth on this, you know, because sometimes I get tired of hearing the extra guys. You know, like how I went back and forth with Jazz and Salty. You know, they cool dudes, but we went back and forth, and I did what I did for a reason. And it's like I really like they want like no, regardless of what they say or whatever they do, they Xbox just got to come hard. Like they just gotta, you know what I mean?
But it doesn't
make good
matter, bro. It like
as long as they make good games, it will overcome with it.
But here's the thing, yeah, we can all acknowledge they need to make good games, right? But these niggas act like they like games just come out every fucking 3 hours. Like,
right.
Like I was like, okay, we heard you yesterday. Let's go tomorrow. The same thing. Like for example, shout out to Red Dragon. I love Red Dragon as a content creator. One of my favorite YouTubers of all time, right? But no. I'm talking about just from a content perspective. Yeah, like in terms of like as a watcher, I used to watch Red Dragon a whole lot. But
and now you don't anymore.
No, I actually still. You can ask Red Dragon now. I comment on his videos to this day. Nothing's not really stopping me from watching his content.
Not one of those MGB guys that switched over.
No. That's different. Like MBG is a complete fraud. I disagree. Here's the thing. I feel like what Red Dragon does, right, is I feel like he goes out of his way to find any negative Xbox press and just put it on Twitter, and then if it's not super negative, he has this like commentary that makes it negative. And then you have when it comes to PlayStation content, he only grabs the good. Posts that and if there's news about PlayStation that isn't too compelling, he will flip it to make it sound good. And then when I approach him about it, I'm just reporting the news. I'm like, that's bullshit. That's just fucking bullshit.
But I'm okay with it. You know why? I'm okay with it? Because Xbox can't go nowhere but up.
Pretty much. Xbox. I've seen rare things out of Xbox. Like
what?
The Series X might be down than the one.
So and then you have these and then you have everybody else we have on fucking like Twitter with their fucking 18-hour work shifts on fucking Xbox. That shit is fucking crazy, dude. Like people think
people are just trolling you for their own entertainment.
No, because they don't have to even do anything to do with me. Now, people think I'm toxic. I am not a toxic person, and I'm not even a fanboy driving people. I know my personality. And listen. I know. Let me. That's fine, Bon. I know with my personality, it's not going to get me anywhere in terms of like the podcast and locks and this and that and the third. I'm not going to like. I'm just not that like white collared like or whatever. I'm just not going to get those because I'm just too expressive. I don't give a fuck, right? I just want to talk, all right? So my thing is right, people come at me like I'm like this worst Xbox fanboy and I'm always but I'm not. Because at the end of the day, when I analyze my tweets, and good thing Twitter has like fucking like reviews that you can look at your shares and all this other shit. When I analyze all my fucking tweets, my tweets are so fucking diverse.
But when you look at shit that makes my brain fall to pieces, there's a reason you've been in the top 4 in the corporate slave award,
and I never won. There's a reason. There's a reason. But the thing is that when I look at my Twitter versus my competitors or my peers' Twitter, I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, I don't waste nearly as much time. I don't even dog PlayStation on like my Twitter. I just don't. I don't find that shit fun.
Didn't you make a video about puddles?
Yeah, that was one and done.
I rest my case.
So what? So all right. So wait, you're mad at you're highlighting one video about puddles, right? Versus 300 tweets in the fucking daily per day about Xbox.
They're literally trolling you.
They're not trolling me. I'm just saying. No, I feel like.
I literally do it every Sunday at 6:30. How have you not caught on to this yet?
Because I'm trying to see where the money's at. I need to sign up for. I missed the fucking memo. Like I feel like there's an open campaign.
You know where the money's at? I'll tell you, the money's in my bank account from you. That's where the money's at.
Yeah, those are from bets. But a bet that I could have murdered you at night, and I did you a favor by doing that shit.
I think you care too much about the vocal minority.
No. Smooth. Kid needs to finish his point. Guy, he's making a very good point.
I think Smooth cares too much about the
Exactly
that criticize Xbox.
Yeah, because there's too many of those roaches.
Well, guess whose fault that is? That's Phil Spencer's fault.
But you know why I don't really respect these Sony guys and this whole narrative.
Uh-oh.
No. At the beginning of this generation, right? You heard whether we get past the DRM thing and we start get halfway through, they start talking Xbox got no games. But when you look at it, Xbox tried to introduce more new IPs than anybody else.
Yep.
Right? Some took off, some didn't. They didn't sell well for whatever reason.
Yep.
Well, we all know why, because everybody started.
And there were new IPs.
No.
And it wasn't just Sony guys either.
Overdrive. Wait. Sunset Overdrive is one of the highest rated games this generation. Why didn't it sell?
Because it wasn't that good.
Wasn't the game.
I don't know. Why do y'all didn't buy
narrative
it?
was how much pixels on screen. No,
it wasn't that good of a game.
No.
You want to know also how I know
y'all making too much of the whole power
that game didn't even sell on Steam. People weren't checking for it.
What game you say?
Sunset Overdrive didn't even sell on Steam.
Sunset Overdrive.
Sunset Overdrive, but it's one of the highest rated games.
What console was it on? It was on the Xbox, right? It was on the Xbox, right?
Cold Steel's one of the highest rated. It has its highest rating too. But JRPGs don't appeal to a lot of people. It
Xbox
wasn't an
guys
appealing
didn't
game.
buy Sunset Overdrive in shows.
So why is it all of a sudden now you hearing Sony fans out there championing we want Sunset Overdrive?
When?
Now that Sony owns
the
it.
other day, now that Sony owns it and shit like that. But here's the thing.
So
right?
now all of a sudden,
of course people are gonna be like that, right? Just to poke fun of you Xbox guys. But how many times have some of you Xbox guys, right? And I'm not gonna generalize the entire Xbox community like y'all generalizing the entire Sony community. But how many times has Xbox flip-flop narrative
hold up, Chris.
10 times.
I just saw something in the comments.
The narrative has been flipped over and over and over again. Oh, we believe in cross generations. Oh, now cut the generation. Oh, no gamer left behind. Now cut the Xbox One version. There's so many flip-flops that's happened this year with the Xbox itself.
Wait. But it's still happening. Wait. A lot of the games are still cross-generation. It's Sony guys who have an issue with the games being cross-generation. The only game that Xbox
I don't have an
talking
issue
about
with any games being cross-generations.
You may not have an issue.
He didn't say you, Chris.
Sony,
don't do that.
Sony guys, they're pushing the narrative. You see, why got Series X? They ain't gonna have no exclusive for 2 to 3 years. I even heard one guy today say 4 to 5 years.
But Xbox pretty much said that themselves.
They're doing cross.
Yo, this needs to be renamed
like,
to the Buyers Remorse Podcast.
Yeah, but you guys,
Xbox says that they were going to continue to support the Xbox One for 1 to 2
Let me say
years
this.
after
This
launch.
is where you Sony guys
Xbox
are
said.
extremely. This is where you Sony guys are extremely biased. How long does it take a company to build a AAA game?
You're not biased.
Answer the question. How long does it take a company to build a AAA game?
Apparently more than 5 years.
It depends. It depends on the game. It could be 3 years, 5 years, 7 years. Yeah. What's your point?
When did Microsoft? At the beginning of this thing, it was Halo, Gears, Forza. That's all Microsoft got. Halo, Gears, Forza.
Sunset Overdrive,
a year and a half. Wait. Yeah, they had those. I talking about the staples for first party. Those other games, third party companies built them and they didn't work. But basically, everybody say that's the Gears, Forza, Halo box.
Correct.
That's all they could make. Right? Because none of the other studios were cranking out anything. Rare made Sea of Thieves. Everybody say ain't had no content, but no, it's where it's supposed to be. Microsoft went in 2018, a year and a half ago, and bought studios. They know you can start to see some of the fruits of their labor.
Like
all
what?
Of a sudden, everybody
expecting. Hold on,
well,
what fruits
where are
of
the
labor?
games? Where are the games?
Okay, hold on. Here's the thing. Hold on. Let me say something. When it comes to the studios that they just bought, yeah, you can give them that. Hey, they just bought them. They need to build up and stuff like that. But guess what? Microsoft has had Rare for like 20 years. 343. 343 has been working on 343 has been working on Halo for as long as Bungie.
Niggas up, bro.
For as long as Bungie, 343 has been working on Halo. So 343 doesn't have an excuse. Rare doesn't have an excuse.
343 has been making Halo longer than Bungie at this point.
Yeah, but Naughty Dog has been working on the last on the Last of Us.
Come
3.
on, yo, stop. Hey,
Like,
that's what
this
we can't
is
do.
nothing but excuses here.
Don't-
I don't
Yeah.
care about excuses. I care
Let's
about
just
results.
keep jumping around to different subjects.
There's
Yeah,
too many
don't compare Naughty Dog to none of that. They've been in the game for a long time.
very
They
long
deserve
time,
what they
yeah.
got.
And they dropped
They-
3 games
they-
this generation. Naughty Dog
Okay,
dropped 3 games.
so you see,
3
that's
high
the
quality games this generation.
343, you can't even
whenever it
compare
comes to
them
the
to
Sony
Naughty
studio,
Dog, bro.
whenever it comes to the Sony studios, it's like, man, no. But how long did it take them to get to
Wait,
triple?
Naughty Dog got 3 games this generation?
I agree with you,
Yeah.
but like, yo,
Uncharted 4, Lost Legacy,
We're
and
wrong.
Last of Us 2.
Listen,
Here's
They
where he's
had-
wrong,
they-
though. Sony
Yeah.
had more first-party studios than Nintendo with the PlayStation 2, their second console, than Nintendo on their 4th console. So I don't want to hear that bullshit. Also, in that same time period, Sony had more in-house games rated 80 or higher than Nintendo did on the PS2 compared to the GameCube. So I also don't want to
yeah,
hear
they
that
crushed the
bullshit.
GameCube.
Microsoft is on their 3rd console.
They crushed the GameCube, dog.
Third console.
Sony dominated when they first stepped into the game.
They're on their third.
Very first console, they completely destroyed.
How did Sony
everything.
dominate when they came into the industry?
How?
Sony
They-
bought
Bro,
the
why are we
industry.
arguing with
Sony
this?
bought the industry.
Sony did not buy
I
the
don't know.
industry.
What do you mean
Sony.
I don't
Sony
know
didn't
what
buy
topic
the
is
industry.
Sony-
This dude just jumps around different topics.
Sony. If you know your gaming
No.
history,
You just started as Sony.
Bro.
You
Yeah,
dominated
I'm about
the
to
time they
explain
came
to you.
in. But
Sony didn't-
listen.
Don't argue with them about that, yo.
You sure
Read it.
Sony? You want me to show you the proof where Sony
Go
bought
ahead.
the industry?
So tell
You
me
guys
also why
remember
you're
we
at.
saw-
Also why
we
you're
saw-
at it.
We saw Final Fantasy VII running
Yeah.
on the N64.
Yep.
You saw it running on the N64.
Yep, and what happened?
Sony
And
went
what
in
happened?
and Cash had it.
No,
Yeah.
that's not.
Don't give me
That's not what happened.
Wait, so you
Tell
guys
them
think-
what happened with Final Fantasy
Listen,
7 and Nintendo.
The
Bond.
no.
Tell
The CD was a part of it, but Sony also funded that game. Sony paid to get in this industry.
The
They had
game
to pay.
was not
there
possible
were
to make.
non-player.
The game was not possible to make
But
on the
the
N64.
game was shown on the N64. It was
Yeah,
shown
that
on the
was a
N64.
tech. No,
That was
Final
a tech
Fantasy
demo.
7
That wasn't a
was
full
never
game.
shown on N64 as a Final Fantasy 6 tech demo.
Oh yeah,
yeah, the same way Halo
That's
Infinite
a
was
tech
shown
demo.
on Xbox Series
Here's
X.
my next
Yep.
question I had to ask you. What was your original YouTube channel?
I told you what it is. The
Sean.
Fan Zone Gaming.
You
Drop
don't have
the link.
an earlier
The fan
YouTube
zone.
channel?
Blackbond,
No,
I
that's
can
the
assure you
Fan
that's
Zone
not
gaming channel.
Blackbond. I can assure you that's not Blackie Lebowski.
No, obviously. He does sound like somebody else I recognize in the past. But Final Fantasy VII was never running on an N64. Square did a tech demo of FF6 and realized the game couldn't be made. There's a reason why Dragon Quest and every other third party went to Sony too. Sony didn't pay for all these games. They freed the industry of overpriced cartridges and Nintendo's draconian policies. That's why Yamaguchi at the
Listen,
time said
Megan and
Nintendo-
Dragoon Crash
Nintendo did
Bandicoot
have-
was first party as well.
Nintendo did have some very bad policies with the whole seal of quality. They got ahead of themselves, right?
Hey,
They did
those
open the
were
door
some
for
gems.
Sony.
Let
But
me.
the fact of the matter is, let's not pretend like these companies just willy-nilly went to
They
Sony
did.
because they were
They
very
did,
profitable
though.
doing business with Nintendo.
Okay, look. Here's what you're not. How old are you? You don't mind me asking? Hello.
Enough to know enough.
Okay, well, if you're not gonna give me your age, then your argument
No,
is
it
pretty much
depends. It
irrelevant.
depends. How far back you? How far
I'm
back you? wanna go?
34 years old. How old are you?
How?
I'm
I'm older than
31.
you.
You're what?
He said he's
I'm
older
older
than
than
you.
all
but-
you.
Okay. So if you're older than me, then you got to
So
realize
that's what I'm
this.
saying. So if you want to go into gaming history, we could get into gaming
Okay, so
history.
here's the history of that generation of consoles. You had the N64, which was extremely limited by its cartridge. Nintendo's
Because of the
Nintendo's draconian policies, Nintendo not wanting to share development secrets of how to build games on the hardware. Then you had the other option, which was the Sega Saturn that pretty much shit on all the developers by releasing before the developers were ready, that had a development in quadrilaterals, not triangles. So you had one system that wasn't capable because of cartridge restraints and all that mess with Nintendo, and another system that was fuck tons worth of crazy. It was basically a 2D console forced into 3D in the Saturn. By default, the PlayStation was going to win regardless. It was the most well-rounded system. That's why they got all the games.
So how come you forgetting to mention the other console that was in the? Well, it didn't kick off.
What other console? Because it didn't kick off exactly.
The 3DO.
The 3DO was dead on arrival. It was $600. It wasn't going to survive.
All right, shout out to Rice Eater 79.
But it was. But I'm just showing you that the other options were there.
No,
Right.
there weren't any options.
I don't know what this had to do with their.
All right, let's super chat. Rice Eater 79 says Spider-Man was made in 3 years after Microsoft turned Insomniac down for a Sunset Overdrive 2 exclusive for Xbox.
Yeah, that's true. Spider-Man was made in 3 years from the ground up.
All right. And then,
what do you mean it was made from the ground up?
Oh, I'm not done. This
is
dude
built on the is the same engine from the
Everybody uses engines. They use Unreal Engine.
All right, hold on. I'm not finished. Gab and Nido, I'm really about to block you because he just asked a trick. He accused me of not staying on my stance of Halo Infinite being delayed. I've always been against the delay. Gab and Dido, and then now he says, now he flips the situation when I corrected him that I've never changed my stance on the delay.
Hey, watch your mouth, boy.
He's just so fucking weird. Okay. The Ravenflow says PS3 also created more new IP than 360 and the Wii. The 360 was still a better console, so that's irrelevant. Even with the Kinect years.
And that's not a true statement either. That's not a true statement.
What?
The PS3 did not create more new IPs than the 360.
The PS3 didn't make more new IPs than what?
New IPs, yeah.
The 360.
I disagree. No, between Sony and Microsoft, or between
you talking about first party?
You talking
about first party?
Then they need to say first party IPs.
I mean, you can like PlayStation 3 had a bunch of crappy games. You can know Haze, Lair.
Some of them weren't even crappy. You had Resistance was a new IP. Uncharted was a new IP.
Infamous.
Yeah, PlayStation might have had more new IPs.
Yeah. Motorstorm.
Heavenly Sword.
The PS3
Motorstorm
had more.
Was on the PS2.
The PS3 had more. Motorstorm was on PS2.
Yeah.
PS3 had more new IPs.
Shout out to Rice Eater 79 says for $5, nobody had sympathy for Sony when media, PC, Nintendo, and Xbox fans trashed them during the PS3 days. Sony had. I don't know why he's saying facts. Was there a Twitter in 2006? Let alone YouTube was barely out.
But there was still YouTube and forums.
Yeah, there was the forums on the internet, and there were magazines that used to cover. And yeah, PlayStation did get their share of shit back in the day.
Look at my older videos when I first started my channel. Oh, it was glorious destroying the Sony dudes.
Mm-hmm. That's why I said that a lot of people have revisionist history because back then, like Bond said weeks ago, during that period of time, 360 did have the popularity, and there was a lot of 360 guys on YouTube and on social media. Yeah, they dominated the forums, and then when PS3 and Xbox One happened, it shifted the tides.
But even before then, look, here's how YouTube has been. When YouTube started, PS3 was the bitch. It was getting destroyed. Then it was the Wii U's turn. Now it's Xbox. So everybody has had a turn. It's been even. Everybody's
I agree with that.
I agree with that.
Yeah, but I feel like people are fighting hard to keep Xbox at that point. So
the Wii U
it's because there's more people now. There's a lot of people coming left field on social media.
Microsoft keeps stumbling.
It's more access to picture adults out there.
It's not more people. It's the same people.
No. It's more people because remember, a generation of gamers came up, and now these are the same kids that used to be talking shit on Call of Duty back in the day. Now talking about Xbox sucks, Xbox this, Xbox that. I'm telling you, it's a new generation of kids, plus the same people that were originally there that just switched sides, whatever they did, and just say, hey, we're just gonna bash Xbox all the time now. And I agree with Smooth. There's a lot of people that do it in bad taste and then try to damage control and say, it's no hard feelings against Xbox and want Xbox to be better. No, you're lying. You clearly have you thrive off of that. You really do thrive off of a piece of hardware and seeing it succeed over something else when you really have nothing invested in it. It's just a fucking console at the end of the day.
A piece of plastic.
Yep.
But nobody got it worse than the Wii U. That was 4 to 5 years of nothingness.
Yeah.
Just pure destruction. They didn't even get multiplayer games. They didn't even have online for their multiplayer
But you know what?
games.
You know it's funny. You notice you don't hear the Wii U being discussed at all.
Yeah, it was an irrelevant console.
The Ravenflow.
What generation was the Wii U?
The Wii U was like an in
technically,
between. I
this
don't know what.
generation.
Yeah, it's
The Wii U
technically.
was the
Wii
Wii
U
U
was
was
this
this
generation. Nintendo had 2 consoles this generation.
Yeah, technically.
Well, Wii U was an 8th
But let me
generation
ask you guys,
offering.
If the Switch was solely a home console, do you think it would be as
No.
successful as it is?
No. That's why I always
So the
said,
only
like,
thing that's saving Nintendo is the
way
fact that it's
Nintendo should
mobile.
go from now on. They should
It's
do
portable.
this hybrid handheld console. Because other than that, as far as traditional consoles, Nintendo they're not.
It would have just been a weak console.
right.
Nintendo has a niche market all to themselves that nobody else can compete with them in.
Exactly.
Let me get through these super chats because we gotta get ready to hop out of here.
How come that niche market didn't save the Wii U?
Because
Because
the
it wasn't
Wii U
executed.
Because the Wii U was
It
trash.
wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't executed properly. It was just a garbage console.
Wii U's not
It had
portable.
some games on there, but the Switch was just a way better concept than what they originally planned with the
Yeah.
Wii U.
The Switch is portable.
That's what we
It's the
said.
same.
Yeah,
wasn't
that's what we're
portable.
saying.
Yeah.
That's what we're
All
saying.
right,
No, but
the
you
Raven.
guys are saying that they have a niche market, but I'm saying their niche market is portable.
Yes,
If it
the
wasn't
Wii
portable,
the Wii U was not portable.
Yeah, most people are buying the Switch because it's portable. That's the main reason why most people buy the Switch.
All right, the
You
Raven.
know what I'm saying?
Portability aspect. But go ahead, get smooth.
The Ravenflow says, let's not forget Sega handed Sony an easy win by pissing off third party with a botched Saturn launch.
I said that.
And then
You're right.
Rice Eater 79 says, no smooth, every company got shat on. It's not people that holding Microsoft back. That's not our job. That's the company job to climb out of their hole. I think you guys
Smooth disagrees.
underestimate the power of fucking social media. You guys, cancel culture is fucking real. But
Yeah, that's true. So social media is definitely.
No, it's
if it trends that something is garbage across the internet, that it is like that's an L. Like I don't
I agree.
understand.
I agree.
until you
then
play
guess
it.
what? Smooth. Tell your master Phil Spencer not to put Craig on games and to make better games.
The Ravenflow says, remember the anti-Sony bias with the Wii 60 deal? What was that? The Wii 60 deal?
Yeah.
It was the Wii 60 was the PS3 was 600, but you could get a Wii for 200 and a 360 for 400.
For 400.
So the Nintendo and the Xbox fans teamed up against the PS. I told you the PS3 just got the Xbox now did not get shit on anywhere near close to the Wii U and the PS3. So
I got
want
the
to hear.
360. Or I got the, which is funny because like 2 generations in a
Nah, I
row.
don't know if they can get shit
No.
on
2
work.
generations in a row, I bought an Xbox. You know, before I bought a PlayStation. But you know, I'm just a hater. You know what I mean?
What you need to Google the Sony disappointment timeline. Every day there was something new to be added to this monster of a list of a timeline.
I think
Yeah,
we got
it was-
some
it was
breaking
pretty bad.
news a little bit.
Oh, also, as in regards to new IPs, don't forget Little Big Planet.
And Demon Souls.
Well, not only that, Smooth, you gotta understand. It seems like when a console is having a bad generation, everything goes bad. Cause the PS3, bad price. Then you had the hacking. It just
And the
that
CPU,
console
the
itself had some
CPU was
problems.
hard to develop for as well.
Right,
That
they had issues.
Yeah,
oh
the
my
cell
god, that cell
Right.
processor
So it
was
just-
fucking stupid.
Everybody, I
Remember
personally
Skyrim?
call it the third console fuck up.
All right, let me read this.
Every one of these companies
All right.
mess up on the third console.
Let me read this so we can get the hell out of
N64
here.
was Nintendo's third console. PS3.
Hold on, let him
Xbox
get the super chat.
All right, no, it's not even a super chat. I just want to read this thing that just came through on the timeline. It says Microsoft brings back Halo veteran to get delayed game back on track. All right, Joseph Staten is making a return to Halo as a part of the wider reorganization to steer the
he's a
game
legend.
onto right path. Microsoft, of course, Xbox unit is shifting more senior talent to his delayed Halo Infinite, including a well-regarded veteran of the multi-billion-dollar series to help get the most important game for the new Xbox console back on track. Joseph Staten, who has been overseeing another Microsoft published game, will move to Halo development studio 343 Industries, according to 4 people familiar with the plans, who asked not to be named as they're not yet public. The company will also shift one more senior leader to Halo Infinite, according to 2 people who said the changes are meant to provide a more expertise more expertise to the project. Microsoft is preparing to announce the changes as soon as Thursday. The new person.
That's good, man. Get in there and freaking.
Hopefully, this means
get
they
people's
will.
asses in check.
There you go. Hopefully, it also means
But
they'll
let
remove.
me ask you, who can blame Microsoft? Microsoft doing the right thing, finally.
That's what I said. There you go. That's good. That's what I'm saying.
The new personnel will work with the studio head Chris Lee and report to. They gotta get fucking. They will report to Bonnie Ross. Wow.
Right.
A Microsoft vice president who oversees 343, according to one person, and Xbox spokesperson declined to comment. In a blow to its upcoming Xbox Series X console, which debuts in November, Microsoft earlier this month delayed Halo Infinite's release to next year, blaming remote work during the pandemic for slowing development. That came after the first look at gameplay in late July that wasn't well received by Halo franchise fans and ponies. The series has generated billions in sales for Microsoft and was expected to anchor the console launch, going up against Sony Corp's PlayStation 5, whose initial slate of games was met with much warmer reception. Okay. So, yeah, they are making some moves, but Bonnie Ross is still the head, so that means they're not going to be fucking managing shit well. But hopefully the new guys that are, he's not new.
Get rid of Bonnie Ross.
I think they need some upper reorg, but we'll see, man. We'll see what happens. Hopefully Halo Infinite it's closer rather than later. It's been a great show, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that like button if you haven't already. We had over 240 people watching and none of you hit the like button, which is weird.
What?
But yeah, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, because we're trying down. The goal is 15,000. Let's do that. Check out my Battletoads review. I posted it was it yesterday? And yeah, so we're gonna get out with the outros. I got one more super chat to read. It's from the Ravenflow. He says the agenda for PS4 was to make less exclusive and focus on quality from PlayStation.
They did say that.
Okay, Rice Eater 79 got one too.
Yeah, PS3 has no games. Indie Station 3, bad news after bad news. Every game better on 360. LOL. Talking about a bad narrative, but Microsoft needs a handicap. Microsoft doesn't need a handicap. I just want people to shut the fuck up.
But when you talking about, like, the PS3 was getting it. Even what's his name? Gabe Newell completely shitted on the PS3.
Oh, the PS3.
He completely shitted on the PS3. I remember that.
Outro.
He still does to this day.
Outros.
Yeah, he prefers Microsoft. And I have no problem with that, right? I'm not going to be like, when Gabe Newell say that statement, it's like, oh, he prefers the Xbox Series X because it's more powerful, whatever. And people were tripping. I was like, listen, I have no problem with that. And I have no problem if he prefers Microsoft. The same way people shouldn't have a problem with Jeff Keighley.
Chris, you're not going to have a problem with that because you don't have hundreds of million people hating on your console.
Well, like I said,
it's not your console, but it's not your console either.
It's not your platform of choice. Well, it is my console. I own one, but I'm just saying you're not your preferred platform is not being hated on by the vast majority.
There's a lot of people who hate on PlayStation.
Not really. It's unpopular. It's unpopular to hate on PlayStation. It's very popular to hate on Xbox.
I've seen Nintendo and Xbox guys team up to hate on PlayStation.
Look, here's the problem, Smooth. When did Nintendo get better? After that man left. When will Microsoft get better? After Phil Spencer is gone.
But I feel like Nintendo have a gold console like every other console. So I don't feel like Nintendo's really... Yeah,
because Iwata and Reggie were not handling business as soon as they got newer, younger, fresher blood in Nintendo's leadership. Everything just changed like overnight. It took like a year and a half.
Hold on, let me ask Bond something real quick. Who do you think is worse right now, that man or?
Oh, Phil Spencer, because he's had a longer run. Iwata had a good run up until the Wii U, which was only a 4 or 5 year terrible run, but it was only for 4 to 5 years. Phil Spencer's been on Microsoft for how long now?
Well,
I think more than 10 years, right? Like 15 years.
If you're talking about the Xbox,
he hasn't been the head.
If you're talking about
Microsoft, he hasn't been the head, but he's still been around.
But he's still been around.
All right, guys, I need you guys to fucking say your outros. It's 11 p.m.
Yo, hey, shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody watching. Guess Damien, I hope I'm saying that right. Thanks for coming on, bro. And yeah, man, it's gonna be a lot more news coming this week. We got GamePass. I was gonna say Gamescom. So hopefully more announcement. Hopefully
tomorrow.
more more information about games that have been announced. We know they're going to show an in-depth demo with Ratchet and Clank and stuff like that. I'm excited about that. So yeah, everybody keep it gaming, clean yourself, man, and be safe out here.
Yep. I mean, dope as you. I know you about to go stream, right?
Yeah, I got the stream up right now. So if you guys want to see me play some Halo MCC, I just brought the link in the chat so you guys can pull up. So yeah, if you guys want to play some Halo, or if you guys want to watch me play Halo, pull up to the stream. We're gonna be playing some Halo 3. I think this is the I'm on the build right now where you can use the Halo 3 ODST SMG and pistol in multiplayer. So I'm gonna be trying that out, see how it is. But yeah, this is it.
And come on, Nick Banks.
Yo. All right. Thank everybody for listening to the best Xbox podcast. Shout out to everybody out there though. We bleed green and Weapon Wheel, AGS, all them joints I listen to. But play Battletoads, man.
Ew.
Battle Chodes.
Battle Trolls. Battletoads. Check it out.
Yo, the Lakers and Clippers just voted not to continue the NBA season.
Yeah, I
knew
just
that was going to happen.
And dope, I didn't get my email either.
So much for LeBron. So much for LeBron.
When pre-order emails, it's smooth.
I mean, he won
pre-order
already.
email, smooth.
Yeah, I already did it.
Yeah, you're gonna secure that right away.
It depends. It depends on how much it costs. Honestly, I'm gonna get the thing. If it really all depends on how much it costs.
Yeah, you'll probably go with the cheaper digital though, right?
It depends on how much cheaper it is. I don't think it's gonna be that much cheaper, but we shall see.
We'll see.
We shall see. All right. Who didn't get to say?
I just want to say,
Damien. Yeah.
Damien.
Thank you guys for having me. Us Caribbean people. But I'm gonna send an open invitation for anytime you guys want to come on the Fan Zone. It's named the Fan Zone Video Game Podcast. That's the name. Could probably set up something for early next week. Continue the same discussion. We see how it goes. But I had a good time.
We are glad you did.
Yeah, we're glad you did, bro.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I don't take it personal. It's just a plastic box.
Yeah, it's entertainment, man.
Nah, nothing was personal here. Nothing.
Yeah.
Just us.
Don't worry. Smooth will upload a video of that. The podcast is done. He's quitting.
Yeah.
I'll just get in contact with Smooth. I'll let Smooth know all the details, and then he can. So whoever wants to jump in can jump in. I'll just speak to the other two guys I have on the show. We could go from there.
For sure.
All right,
Bond. Anything?
Not much, Appreciate you inviting me on. I'm trying to fulfill my contractual duties, but I do enjoy talking Xbox because
No player option.
It's fun because
no gamer left behind.
It's just like the Cleveland Browns, man. It's just like every year we're gonna be good, but they're not. But outside of that, be sure to check out Weapon Wheel on Sundays at 6:30. And more importantly, everybody really needs to know this straight up. This is video games and this is the internet. This is nothing that anybody should be harboring any crazed, insane, chaotic feelings about. We play games, we're passionate about games, like to talk about games, but nobody should legitimately be hating or wanting to bring harm to another person over electronic entertainment. That's your PSA for today.
Yeah, all right, guys. Thank you guys for watching episode 25 Playing Xbox Podcast. As always, Xbox is the best box, and I am the best bot. Good night or good morning if you're on the other side of the globe. Please hit that subscribe button. We out of here.